Auto Parts.
When you want roofing made simple with next-day installation, a lifetime warranty, no money down, in-house, no-hassle financing, and easy monthly payments, then look no further than Parliament Roofing, the experts you can trust. And right now at Parliament Roofing, we're giving our first 10 callers $500 off their roof. Call now to claim $500 off your roof. Simply dial pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Roof Me Now. That's pound 250 with keyword Roof Me Now. Parliament Roofing. Nobody puts a quality roof on for less. Nobody. CCC 1329729.
Did you know that Solis Health Plans gives you up to $1,200 per year in OTC products? Yes, up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. Brand name quality products. That's a relief. Furthermore, with Solis, you don't have a copay when visiting primary doctors or specialists. Zero. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference. 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Does your AC need attention? Visit millsair.com now. Since 1992, millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a wonderful program for you today. Of course, we'll get you caught up with news right after the segment. Woke news coming up with Deb. Animal House today with our special guest, Savannah from Gatorland. We'll do What'd You Do That's New today. Scott Maxwell, trivia, Ross Thoughts. And, of course, we'll do Last Call as well. Your chance to call in and be a part of the Summer of Stuff. Plus, we'll get your calls and texts in there as well. Welcome to the show. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead, back from vacation, Mr. Producer, Mr. Bossman, Jack.
Good afternoon.
And, of course, the comedy alien, Mr. Ross Padgett.
I'm so happy to see you, Jack.
407-916-1041. You can text us at 77031. Of course, find us on social media easily. Instagram and Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. We do have a TikTok account as well and a brand new YouTube channel. By the way, if you want to stream the program, you can do that. Today would be a good day to do that. We're going to have a lot of guests on the stream today. Yeah. So check that out at YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. YouTube would be awesome. Trying to build that channel up. Give us a subscribe and like there. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything. We're not going to email you. We'd just like your support there. That'd be great. Jack, let's fire it up, buddy. How'd it go? You posted, matter of fact, on your blog right now, you have a bit of a food blog, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah. That was one I did too. I did a pizza blog and then an everything else blog because and I've even said this in the past. I used to I made pizza when I lived up there. It was my favorite. It is my favorite food, and it's one of the things I really miss about that area.
That Jersey pizza on a damn old cheap paper plate.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
With the fat coming off of it, making the paper plate flammable.
Yeah, and you have to check to make sure it didn't go through to your clothes.
Or in your sweatpants.
And every time I go up, I say, I'm going to eat pizza every day. And I'm usually, with the family or whatever, where it's not really everyone's
plausible,
favorite.
right? Yeah.
Right.
What?
I nailed 9 meals out of
Dude,
a 7-day
good for
trip.
you. Let's have some applause. That's so impressive.
Straight to the hips.
I got to tell you, I thought you doubled up at least 2 of those pictures. I've said, my man just took 2 different pictures.
No,
he's not eating all that mozzarella.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. I am. And I'm still regular, so I'm glad about that. But I only went back to one place, and that's because it was so damn good. I got a slice on my way to LaGuardia Airport.
Really?
Yeah, and I ate it in the car. Oh, it was so
So what's your fave up there?
That's a new one. It's the first time I had that, and it's Sal and Carmine's, and it's on Broadway in the Upper West Side.
So they're Irish.
What's more New Jersey than Sal and Carmine's? You can put murder after that. You can put deli. Right. It doesn't matter after that. Sal and Carmine's works.
Yeah, that's in New York. And then in New Jersey, Uncle Frank's Pizza is one that I grew up eating, and
Still
that's
there, huh?
in my town.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
40
that's
plus
still there.
years?
And I recognize the guy. I'm like, oh man, that's the same guy.
Same dude,
yeah.
huh?
Whoa.
40 years in the
Yeah.
pizza business
Yeah.
up there. That can't be easy. Pie was still good, huh?
Oh, so good.
What separates it from what's down here? Just is it everything
you know
that they
what?
always
The
tell those
water.
New Yorkers say the water?
Hey,
the water.
and it's always it's real. It's got to be the crust, the crust
crust
and the
is-
sauce.
that's everything.
Because you figure the cheese, you're pretty much if you use a mozzarella, you get
Yeah.
good mozzarella.
Mozzarella, no time for the law.
But it's that it's that dough, and it's so
Yeah.
good.
That's what we were talking about when you were gone. I was like, look, when it comes to pizza, man, the two dividers in the room, it's the sauce and the
Yeah.
bread. I mean, because everybody can, pretty much a lot of people buy cheese from the same people.
Yeah.
So you're getting this same quality cheese, and there is nobody in this building that can tell you super quality, high quality mozzarella from just pretty good mozzarella. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, and typically I will go with a plain cheese slice. That is my all-time favorite, but I also think that's how you can compare pizza. Once you start throwing on toppings, you want more toppings, go get a sandwich.
even even the margarita, I mean, even with a little basil or garlic.
I can. Seasoning, yeah, I can do that. It's okay.
Anybody picking up on this 20% influx of Jersey tone right now?
It's the same thing that happens to me when I go back home for a couple days. Next thing you know, I'm like, hey, y'all.
Yeah.
It'll take a couple days to work itself out.
Just don't stab
Couple, 2,
anybody
3
while you're
days.
coming down, please, if you don't
I
mind.
almost did. Oh my God.
What'd you have a problem with? The airplane?
Every day, 8 million people in the city, another 8 million in Jersey. We were on the road every day.
Oh, God.
I got behind the most awful drivers from Winter Springs to Maitland today on my way to work.
It's the worst here.
yeah.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't know what's going on.
You can make a loop of New York. You'll
Yeah.
never even get close to Florida.
Oh,
If
no.
people in all these other big cities can say whatever they want about their traffic. It doesn't even count.
There's a default level of aggression you need to be a driver
Yeah.
up there. And, so I got back here and it's like, move it!
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's it's funny because up there, and there's 1,000 comedy bits have been done about this. The idea of using the horn, up there, it's just like a reminder. Hey, go! People don't get in fights over the horns up there anymore. Like not down here.
No.
You blow a horn at somebody down here, you better have it loaded and ready to go. Because it's a personal affront to your manhood if you
Yeah.
use your horn against somebody in Central Florida. In New York, it's just a friendly reminder. Hey, gotta go.
Yeah,
Gotta go. We gotta go.
Hey.
Gotta go.
Parking is a thing. You got like my sister who lives in the city. You're parking. That could be a 30 to 45 minute affair as you're looping it, looking for the right spot to parallel park it.
So that you can pay $60.
Yeah, well, that's if you pay. You can park on the street, but then you have to move it on the days where they clean the streets. But if you find that spot, I put pictures on my other blog post at JimColbertLive.com. My sister, my youngest sister, lives in Jersey, came to pick me up, found a spot, parked her car. I swear, maybe 1.5 inches in the front, 1.5 inches in the back. Got the car in and got the car out.
Oh, like she paralleled in there.
I'm like,
Tesla
no
couldn't do it better.
Way.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
What did she drive?
Yeah, she drives a Volvo.
A
It's like
scooter?
No, it's like a 15-year-old Volvo, but they're boxy,
Crazy.
but
Well,
they're good.
Well, it's good to have you back. I'm good. You have a good time? Family time was good?
Last,
Awesome.
went to a couple Yankee games, hung with the family, and it was a lot of fun.
Yankees winning? You were there?
They are on a 10-game win streak. They won both games. And it was
Damn.
fantastic.
Who'd they play?
They played the Red Sox on one of the games and then the Twins in another. And while I was there, they also passed the Red Sox for the wild card position, and now they are, chasing down Tampa Bay for the division.
Nice. Well, you got to see a pivotal game then.
Absolutely. And then I saw Stephen Colbert a day I was up there as well.
Oh,
And
that's right.
You got front row seats to that.
Yes.
How did you manage that?
So
And did you get these tickets a long time ago and just not say anything?
you have to apply online, and they're free,
Yeah.
right? And last Monday, before I was leaving, I'm like, oh, I never checked my email. I found an email, and they said, hey, you've been approved for tickets. You have to claim them here.
But you hear that? Hey.
Hey,
did you hear? You've been approved.
Yo, you want your tickets?
Do you want to go or not?
You better let us know.
All right.
You
No,
gotta go
we're
to-
just not going to sit here.
And we gave them to Sal and Carmine.
Exactly.
And so
Take them in the back.
I claimed the tickets, right? I think I'm good to go. I told my sister, hey, we're going. Oh, by the way, I have 2 sisters. I had to pick one. It was a Sophie's choice.
Sophie.
Yeah, no,
Jackie's
yeah.
choice.
Hey,
Jackie's
That got hot, huh?
glad I made it. I know. 'Cause I was going for sure. But yeah, and then I tried to like get the barcode, and then it wouldn't say that I had tickets. So, and there's no way to get in touch with the ticketing agent who handles it.
No way.
I'm tweeting at them. I'm at the airport. I'm trying to send emails to everything that looks like an email address for them. Never a word back. And then I checked later in the day, and then I had preferred tickets. So I don't. So that means you're in the preferred seating. You have to show up at the theater, and it's near Times Square, the Ed Sullivan Theater. You have to show up between anytime after 3, but before 4. That's when they close off preferred, and then it's kind of GA after that.
And it's with the unwashed masses.
Yeah, you know how it
The
is.
plebeians.
The riffraff.
You had to have a vaccination card. You had to show your original card. Or New York City has an app that they use, but I don't have the app, so I had my card. Without that, I wouldn't have been able to get in.
Right.
You stand and wait outside. If it's raining, you're in the
You're
rain.
in the rain.
We were not in the rain. It was a little hot, but it's fine. About 4:30, they let you in, and then the preferred seating, they just say 4, okay, here, and then they move up, and they're like 2, and she just waved us around, and we ended up coming around the front, and she had it. So it was 2 seats, and then behind that 4 seats. We were in that row of 4. But there was nothing in front of me, so I sat down. I had my feet on the stage, and I had a clear
outta
view.
here.
to Stephen Colbert interviewing Sean Penn, and it was 20 feet in front of me.
Wow.
It was-
Literally from me to you?
Yeah, it was a little further back. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, and it was so much fun watching them do the show and the stuff that. Then we stayed up that night, watched the show, and it's like, oh, they cut this out. Oh,
Wow, that's really cool.
I got to do that with Ross's favorite. I just blanked on his name. Conan O'Brien.
Yeah. And it's free. Yeah.
It's free.
Yes.
And it's so cool to watch the inner workings because when you're sitting at home, you're like, that's right, Conan is super tall.
Yeah, he's like 6'4".
Oh, my. And when you see him on stage, it's a fun environment to be in.
It is. They have a warm-up comedian, basically, and he comes out and, he does crowd work, and he lets you know, hey, it's really important. There's no laugh track here. We need you. We need your energy. So when they're coming back from breaks, the floor producers, kind of waving his script, and that's to let you know, get charged up, because you'll hear it when you watch it. You kind of take it for granted. Oh, yeah, they're cheering and stuff.
Right.
Well, that's because, they got the crowd ready to go.
They're waving paper at you.
Yeah, Jean Baptiste and the band Stay Human.
Damn.
They play the whole commercial break, and they're jamming.
Oh,
Wow, really
They sound
getting in there.
Great, yeah.
That would be
Who was the
so
other guest?
cool.
It was Sean and Dylan Penn. He did the new movie Flag Day with his daughter.
Okay.
He directed it, starred in it, she stars in it.
Damn.
Yeah, so it was both of them. The band was Crowded House.
Oh, yeah.
So they
From
get to that.
years ago. God almighty, that's an
Hits in
80s
the
band.
90s, right? Yeah, it could have been 80s. So,
Yeah.
it's like they do the interview, and we're waiting, and he holds up the album, and he's like, now Crowded House, and then, they cut, and then and that was Crowded House, and we're kind of like waiting, and then, they're done taping, he's like, oh, you guys aren't seeing Crowded House. You guys want to see Crowded House? Go home and watch the show tonight. It was one of the last ones that they pre-taped when he was doing the show from home.
Oh, wow.
It was one of the last performances. What I saw that Thursday night show last week was the last one of the season 6. They're off a couple weeks, and then they start the new season. So they wanted to use that last performance. So
I'll be damned.
We didn't see the band, but when we watched it that night, I saw it.
Very cool. And you've also seen Letterman like that too, correct? You've been in the
I
Letterman
did.
Theater?
Yep.
God, I never saw
Matter
any
fact,
of those things, man. That's so crazy. I'll never get a chance to do that now.
Same exact theater.
Wow.
Right? For
yeah, it's
Letterman
Sullivan.
and The Late Show. But it's what an amazing set. When you watch it on television, it's lit up, and it's like blue and black and red and stuff. What's neat is those are all LED lights, and while the band was jamming, they were all changing colors and stuff. It's a really cool looking set.
Wow.
When you have a chance to actually look at the whole thing.
How many people in the theater while they're cutting the show? 400?
Yeah, probably less than 4. I'd say maybe 3. You know what?
Just enough to make the crowd sound big?
The theater's not that big.
Yeah.
There's a balcony.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem that big.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I've waited too long. Conan could have done that.
Yeah.
Letterman could have done that. even with Carson back in the day, just never thought to do it, never really got up there. So I'm a little bit jealous of you. You've seen 2 of the big ones now.
Yeah, and what I realized I should have done, I should also try to request Fallon tickets.
Right,
as
yeah,
well.
while you're there.
It doesn't hurt to request it, but if you're planning a trip, you do it far enough in advance.
Right,
and then, if you get lucky, you get to go see a show.
Well, it's good to have you back, buddy. I'm glad you had a good time. All right, 407-916-1041. Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, testimony resumes and is nearly done in the Florida mask mandate trial. Moderna files for full FDA approval of its COVID-19 vaccine. And legendary skateboarder Tony Hawk is teaming up with Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
We'll tell you why and more coming up during Woke News.
Plus, a little bit later in the show, we have another package that was sent to the studio. We've asked Larry to open it for us again. So Larry from the newsroom is going to come in and continue his thing of opening stuff for us on the air that the random listeners send. And we have no idea what it is, but we're going to put Larry's life at risk a little bit later in the show for that as well. Plus a bunch of other stuff to talk about. I did one of the stupidest things you could do, and it's such a giant pain in the ass. And I found out about it today when I really needed this thing to be there for me. So all kinds of stuff to talk about. We'll do that next here on the Jim Colbert Show.
You know what's better than fist fighting a robust cosmic behemoth that's infinitely more skilled than you in multiple forms of hand-to-hand combat? Anything like us. On your smart speaker, just say, "Hey Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio," and leave the Colossus slang to us.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest, buy from the best, goldsmithjewelry.com.
Well, officials still working to clear an accident north on 417 between Airport Boulevard and County Road 46A. The left lane is still blocked here. Westbound travel on I-4 slow between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're still in good shape in the eastbound direction. No reported issues there. The 408 looking good as well as the Beach Line. No reported issues for you either on the Turnpike at this hour. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-545-9595. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Get a king bed for a queen price at Mattress Firm. Save up to $500 during the best Labor Day sale ever on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 or more.
With Rebath, you're dealing with a national company. Everybody, that means these guys are going to take good care of you. Standards, policies, and procedures to make sure you get the job you pay for every time on time to completion. And when it's all said and done, how about a lifetime guarantee on the products and the installation? That's what they're all about. They're not a chuck in the truck place. Going to stop by there, spit you a whole bunch of great sounding stuff, and then take a deposit check and disappear for a couple months. That's not how it goes here. Most of these installs happen within a week, and they give you the great stuff as well. If you want to go to their showroom, it's so easy to find. 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. And when you go in, you're going to see some models set up. Those models are just to show you what they can do with these amazing products. They do everything. I mean, every aspect of your bathroom is handled by Rebath with the products and, of course, the great installation. Natural stone, travertine, and marble cut perfectly, no grout lines. And they get you the beautiful stuff to make sure your bathroom is gorgeous. Hop online today. Look at those before and afters, man. That could be in your house in no time. Just book your appointment and let these guys get you the bathroom of your dreams. They do it every day, and today is yours. It's Rebath, midfla.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This is for the men who never settle. The ones who believe only quitters end a game and a tie. The type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
When life-changing events happen, it's important to have somebody there to take the burden off of your shoulders. At those moments, Kramer Law is there for you. If you were involved in a divorce or you're having a dispute with your ex, Kramer Law will be there to take care of you every step of the way. Life-changing events happen. Having a lawyer on your side is the smart move. No matter what the legal issue, we're here for you. Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
If you're from Orlando, you know how we do food in the City Beautiful. We waffle our chicken at Metro Diner, udon our noodles at Bento Asian Kitchen, and ye can always find the golden tenders at PDQ. That's why there's DoorDash. Get food from every neighborhood in Orlando. Food so good, it'll make you happier than that other happy place in town. Download the DoorDash app now to find your local favorites, made by Orlando. Order on DoorDash.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
This Labor Day, put an end to junk sleep. Right now at Mattress Firm, save up to $500 on our top-rated brands when you get a king bed for the price of a queen or a queen for a twin. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 on Sealy. Or shop Tempur-Pedic and save up to $700 on adjustable mattress sets. With our highly trained sleep experts and our low price guarantee, you can rest assured you'll get the best bed at the best price. Unjunk your sleep, only at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
This is your fairy godmother. Please stop asking me for free money orders. Amscot has them, early, late, with more 24-hour locations than ever. Even I can't do that.
Free money orders at Amscot, no purchase fees.
Make this the summer of Ram, with the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Right now, well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x2 for $299 a month for 36 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 8/31/2022. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 8/31/2021.
Order your Hummer EV at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch if you're into that kind of thing at The Jim Colbert Show.
Sing it. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1 on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, man.
Isn't
At least got most of a good day out there. It was actually pleasant this morning.
There's some sunshine
Then the sun
today.
came up and it was like, in your face, buddy. Take that. The rest of your scalp, take that.
Feel bad for that microphone.
Welcome back. Enjoy that, other hosts. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. Jack is back.
Yay!
Ross is right over there. Deb has your news.
And now, it's time for Woke News.
It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world.
On the Jim Colbert Show.
Yeah, balmy 90 degrees, feeling more like 98. Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. He's also host of the Home Loans Radio Show. All right, Orange County is the latest school district to challenge the governor. The school board yesterday instructed the superintendent to impose a mask mandate effective Monday for 60 days. Medical exemptions will be allowed. For those keeping tally, Orange County is the 9th district in Florida to require masks despite a threat by the governor to cut funding. In the meantime, the third and final day of testimony is expected to wrap up today in Florida's mask mandate trial. The Governor Ron DeSantis and the Florida Department of Health, or rather Florida Department of Education, are being sued by several families in at least 6 counties over the ban on school mask mandates. Lawyers for the parents argue masks are needed to help keep their children safe. Experts for the state have testified that masks don't work. Officials say a ruling could come as early as tomorrow. We did a poll earlier this week. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, it's like some of these counties are treating DeSantis like he's a substitute teacher. Yeah. Like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
we don't feel like it. Until the real teacher gets here, we're not doing it. We're just going to, we feel like this is way better. It is kind of weird how they're defined. They're like, no, we don't think that's right. We're just going to do it our way.
We're going to do,
I guess you have to hold my check, I guess.
Yes. Well, a new poll highlights the political divide over school mask mandates. A poll released yesterday finds 60% of Floridians do support requiring students to mask up in schools. But of course, if you cut it down party lines, you wouldn't be surprised to hear that there's 98% support among Democrats for masking up at schools compared to what percent of Republicans do you think?
I will go that support masking up for school. 32%.
Jack?
25.
Ross?
40.
24% of Republicans points Jack. There's more consensus, though, when it comes to the governor's threat to withhold funding from districts that require masks. The Quinnipiac University poll finds a majority of Democrats, Republicans, and independents disagree with cutting funding and threatening the funding.
Right, yeah, there's just better ways to go about it. Matter of fact, I think Governor Hochul, who just took over for Cuomo, one of her first actions was doing a mandate for masks in schools for New York. Yeah,
I mean,
Save the dog. Save the dog.
Yeah, save the dog, Captain, that poor thing. And that covers 148,000 employees in the New York
Can
school.
I tell you, I think the dog may be better off by itself.
Yeah.
That's not a bad point.
Did you guys talk about that yesterday?
Yeah, of course we did.
Okay, yeah.
Are you kidding? Of all the things I could have been pissed at, I was more angry at him for abandoning his dog. What
so
a
many
dick.
people, it's like, what
to tell them, right?
Yeah, it's like, with the accusations, let's, wait, see what the investigation says, this and that. And it's like, he left his dog behind. What an ass! Get out of there!
I know, that's all it takes.
That judgment dropped immediately.
Exactly.
And New Yorkers not known for their poise when it comes to dropping judgment.
And I think that judgment more so came from the rest of the country, which maybe looked at the other things as like, well, that's a New York, they're dealing with that or whatever. But as soon as you abandon a dog, man, you become a different kind of POS.
Easily hateable. You're hateable across party lines.
All right. Federal investigators are beginning to wrap up the collection of evidence at the site of the condo collapse in Surfside. They're soon going to shift into the next phase of determining what caused the Champlain Towers South to collapse, in which nearly killed 100 people. National Institute of Standards and Technology investigation lead Judy Matrani-Reiser said the public they're asking the public if you have photos, video, like the video some tourists had taken 7 minutes before the collapse, showing the pool had already busted through into the parking garage and debris in there, information that they may have via their data portal. And she also admits this is not going to be a quick process and stresses that, listen, investigations like this usually take anywhere from between 2 and 6 years.
Didn't they also say they found out today that about 9 of the 90
No, you're right, Jimmy. That's the very next story. I used that other one to kind of buffer because
I got you.
For a lot of people, when the video first was released after the collapse, you could hear the cries of people trapped in the parking garage. And a new report says some of the victims of the Surfside collapse may have been alive in the rubble for hours before their deaths. A USA Today investigation found just what Jimmy said. At least 9 of the 98 victims of June's collapse had non-fatal injuries, which indicated that they may have been buried alive.
Yeah, they survived the collapse and were trapped in the rubble and just didn't make it through that. Yeah. Wow.
And fire rescue logs showed that in the hours following the collapse, search dogs had found multiple signs of life in the debris. But Florida officials say, hey, listen, first responders at the scene, however, they did not have the adequate resources to deal with such a catastrophic incident. We had talked about one of the stories of a woman who had been trapped in that, that parking garage area. And she was calling out to the first responders, and they were calling back to her. And then they showed pictures of what stood in the way. There was a wall of concrete. There was rebar. There was a dumpster. And, of course, it goes back to you can't just shift a pile of debris like that without it possibly killing someone else in another area.
Right. You have to, and you don't know how fragile anybody is. And, of course, you don't, although counties do have a lot of, like, you'll have a police tank. We have one here in Orange County or whatever, but you don't have a building removal machine.
Nobody has that kind of equipment.
12, 14, 15-story building collapsing on top of each other. There's no fast way to do that.
No.
Even with the most manpower and the most equipment, it's still going to be at a snail's pace.
Because this was an occupied building. It's not like it had been under construction. It wasn't even under renovation. It had construction equipment at the building next door to it.
You can't go piling through there.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know who's there or not there. What an insane thing.
For anyone who has seen any of the body camera video of the first officers to respond, you see the look on their faces like, where
There's
do
a guy
we
riding
even begin?
The guy riding a bicycle told the two cops about it, like, what's going on? He says, I think a building fell. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's complete and utter disbelief that could even happen in this country,
Yeah,
right?
it was
without some type of attack.
Exactly. All right, a little bit closer to home, a sign of fall, y'all. A popular Central Florida attraction is returning to Lake County. The corn maze.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Ooh, I've always wanted to do it.
It's good.
Never been in one of those giant mazes.
I haven't
Little
either.
creepy. Little creepy.
Well, listen to this. The corn maze at Long and Scott Farms returns October 1st, and organizers say the 2021 maze will have a dinosaur design.
Nice.
And be open to the public on weekends. Group reservations will be available on select weekdays, and the farm is encouraging online ticket purchased with timed entry as a pandemic precaution.
Yeah, that farm's legendary in Central Florida. They do a lot of cool events through the fall, a lot of food events for charity. Very cool spot.
Am I the only one, though, who kind of gets turned on by a corn maze?
No, because didn't you and Olivia have a really cool date to a maze like 2 years ago? Not that my memory serves me correct.
I got to tell you, buddy, since you've stopped smoking, everything seems to make you horny.
I'm telling you.
Have you noticed that?
My sex drive is through the roof.
I'm
the only one with the corn maze romance vibes.
Nobody's got corn horn.
No, most people feel like they're worried it's going to end up being like Children of the Corn. It's not about.
I'm trying to have some children in the corn. That's what I'm trying to do.
Enough of your corn porn.
Sitting on the farm, watching corn.
You don't want to just get lost in the corn and just
lost in the corn.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well, anyway, I do know of I do know of some work to try and bring that corn festival back. Remember the corn fest? That
Zellwood.
You should call it cornography. I like that. I just like it. I think it would be romantic to get lost inside the corn and just make out.
King of the pun.
Let's get that.
I tell it a pun.
Let's get that vision out of everyone's mind. If you're like me and you've ever dreamed of living in a treehouse.
Yes.
That's another one.
A place that's on the market in Pinellas County may be the spot for you. The home is built around a centuries-old oak tree, and the tree's trunk actually stands right in the middle of the home's kitchen.
Really?
Now, Stacy Purcell, who's the realtor trying to sell the home, says she's surprised it's been as difficult to sell as it is. I mean, when I give you the stats, you're probably going to agree. I mean, the home is listed at just under $900,000.
God almighty.
I mean, come on.
And it depends on the tree living.
Right. And Purcell says the home is, quote, a perfect fit for a city with the motto, keep Gulfport weird.
There you go.
how do you do pest control?
Well, I mean, I guess you don't.
Right?
And you're just one meth addict away from being out homeless, man.
No,
We're out here in
you're
Central
not.
Florida.
Yeah, you
they,
are.
They love burning those old trees down. They burned that Jesus tree down.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the senator at Big Tree Park.
Yeah, exactly.
It was older than Jesus, like 3,800 yards old.
Yeah, because when she
I
was
rode around it today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
when-
it's so sad.
Oh, man.
That's one of the spots where I do a loop on my bike route, and it's just now it's a fake base to the tree that's part of a little playground, and they have a different tree.
They do.
but
They do, and they have sprouts from the senator.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, as you had said, the crack addict who burnt the thing down did manage to text a friend. I just burned a tree older than Jesus. So at least she recognized in the commission of her crime.
Should have thrown her inside while it was burning.
Oh, there you are talking my language. All right, at least 4,500 U.S. citizens have been evacuated from Afghanistan. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said about 500 additional Americans in Afghanistan have reached out asking to be evacuated.
I bet.
Blinken said the State Department is working to get them to the Kabul airport. Pentagon spokesperson John Kirby said the U.S. will prioritize moving military resources out of the country as well. In the last couple of days leading up to the August 31st troop withdrawal deadline, Kirby noted they're working closely with allies to help them evacuate their citizens. He added the U.S. will also help them withdraw their forces as well.
TikTok.
Moderna is looking for its coronavirus vaccine to be fully approved by the FDA. The Massachusetts-based company has asked the FDA for priority review after submitting all of the necessary documents. Of course, full approval of the vaccine would cover those 18 and older, and Moderna's application comes just days after the FDA gave its blessing to Pfizer's vaccine. Speaking of getting vaccinated, man, if you work for Delta Airlines, they're not requiring employees to get a vaccine, but the carrier does have a new method of motivation. The Atlanta-based company plans to increase the cost of health insurance for employees who are not vaccinated to the tune of $200 a month.
Oh, man.
Which is what I believe.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yikes.
Delta says the new fee will go into effect November 1st and will help cover increased health care costs. The Pentagon just announced today that they, too, are requiring all service members to get the vaccine. Unvaccinated workers will also have to take a COVID test every week beginning September 12th. And in some cases, can't those be kind of expensive? I mean, if you have to do it every week, it would add up.
Well, the Rapid is still, it's only 67% accurate. It's like $100 or 50 or $100 or something. The ones you have to wait don't cost anything or cost $25 or $30, but you got to wait like 2 days.
Well, that's 4 tests a month that you'd have to take. That's an extra $100 plus the extra $200 that it would cost to get your health insurance. Okay, well, all of that is to protect your health, which is what this next story could be considered a public service announcement. Doctors are giving a warning about the latest viral challenge that's causing a lot of injuries.
Okay.
TikTok users are showing off
Strike
their agility by turning milk crates upside down and creating a staircase out of them to walk up and back down. Now, the problem is the structure isn't secured to anything. So most of the videos apparently are just showing people falling off of stacks of milk crates. Snoop Dogg called the milk crate challenge, again, Snoop Dogg called the milk crate challenge, quote, the bridge of death,
Okay.
end quote. A professor of orthopedic surgery at Johns Hopkins University says folks can get injured any number of ways because of the different angles you can fall, which part of your body hits the ground first.
Wrong stepping on one of those things will snap your damn ankle in half.
Might not be the best time that you increase the risk of having to go to the hospital.
Exactly. Yeah. But if you're going to spill some blood, at least do it when you're famous and make some money off of it.
Yes.
How high are they getting these milk crate?
Well, you're the TikTok fanatic.
The crazy thing is, I saw a spot today, and it showed milk crates going up through the clouds, but I had no idea what it was talking about.
Yeah.
So it's got to be this TikTok thing.
It's got to be the milk crate challenge.
But I don't follow people that do that stuff. I follow people I don't even follow anybody. They just
right. No, yeah. TikTok tells you who you follow.
Yeah. I mean,
exactly.
I just scroll through it and like, oh, that's cool. Well, hey, that's cool. I mean, that's pretty much my life on TikTok. I think I followed one person. I think it's Dummy over there.
Hey, what's up?
He's TikTok famous.
He is.
The milk crate challenge is quite entertaining. You get to see people eat it. I've also I've heard it referred to as the Hood Olympics, which I also kind of appreciate. People are eating it in all sorts of different ways.
It's very nice.
And I'm here for it.
Got it.
Let
All
the
right.
internet be the internet.
Finally, legendary skateboarder Tony Hawk is putting some of himself into his latest collaboration, and I do mean that quite literally. Hawk is teaming up with the water company Liquid Death to sell skateboards painted with his actual blood.
Get out of here.
Hawk says he is deeply thankful for his connection with his fans and that the collaboration will take that connection to a whole new level. The limited edition decks are blood red and feature a graphic of a man whose head is a can of liquid death.
Okay.
Portions of the $500 price tag are going to an anti-plastic nonprofit Five Gyres and Hawks organization, the Skateboard Project.
Damn.
Yeah, they already sold out.
The tech, there's one of the reps is here in town. He said, "Hey man, I'll bring you guys over some Liquid Death if you want it."
Yes.
Angel,
yes.
I know Angel has had that in the past, and I know Ross likes it as well. At
I'll
first,
try
I'm
some.
like, cans of water. I'm like, we need that. And when you think about it, it's like, oh, cans. So it's not plastic, and aluminum actually has a legitimate shot of being recycled if you put it in the right place.
That's right.
Where plastic is hit or miss.
Is it just like is it like half caffeine? What's the deal there?
No,
it's plain water.
It's just water.
Plain drinking water.
It just gives you an option to drink water in a very convenient container without
Jim.
it being so detrimental to the planet. They can't figure out another container. It's glass, it's aluminum, it's plastic.
Nice face, bro.
Glass is expensive
What? It's
and
just-
heavy.
It's just water and it's called Liquid Death?
It's called Liquid Death, Jim, because it
plastic.
murders your thirst. I didn't make that up. That's their slogan.
But it's just water though, right?
Yeah.
In a can called Liquid Death?
And it's here to cause a genocide on your thirst.
Okay, buddy.
Also, they got sparkling water. So
All right.
I like water with bubbles now because I'm an adult.
Yeah. Back to the definition of a man.
And the corn maze.
It's got bubbles.
The horn maze.
The horn maze. Corn porn. And now you all are officially woke. Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. Mortgage applications, whether they're on the rise or the fall, it doesn't matter. The most important part is having the perfect expert on your side to explain all of those questions you have about the stories you're hearing in the news. And that someone is that mortgage guy, Don. Probably the easiest part of buying our home in Mount Dora was working with that mortgage guy, Don. You can find out for yourself as easily as going to homeloansradio.com. No appointment, no time off work, no sitting in traffic. Just homeloansradio.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 770-31. I did one of those big dumb things you're not supposed to do. God, and it is such a pain in the ass.
Did you make a dum-dum in your pants?
I'll tell you back in a second.
There's a map over there.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends, this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Well, hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now. Fox 35 Storm Center. Got a hot, humid one for you on this Wednesday all across Central Florida. We're a little drier overall. That'll allow our temperatures to rise up to about 93 in Orlando. Heat index values at about 100 plus, so the heat is going to be on. Rain chance, well, a lot lower than it's been, 30% or less on the overall odds, and primarily for the afternoon hours. East winds at 5 to 10. Tonight, 75, partly cloudy. Showers possible after 2 a.m., especially along the coastal areas. Chance late tonight at 30 to 40%, with northeast winds at 5 to 15. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Get a king bed for a queen price at Mattress Firm. Save up to $500 during the best Labor Day sale ever on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 or more.
When I think about custom fences, I think about one company only. That's Mossy Oak Fences. I think high quality for sure because the skilled craftsmen over at Mossy Oak Fence use only the very best materials out there. And that's high quality backed up with the best warranty in the business. I would think about Sensibility because these guys really know how to give you a great deal, and they do offer affordable payment plans. But I do think about safety and security because one thing for sure, your family's safety and security is Mossy Oak's number one priority. So first things first, if you're thinking about a new fence, think Mossy Oak Fences and simply visit mossyoakfences.com. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Hey, Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best offer ever. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR, $9 down, $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
No one knows you like you. That's why iHeart is giving you your very own station, My Favorites Radio, where the only songs that play are the ones you've thumbed up, plus the biggest songs from the stations you listen to most. The more you hit thumbs up, the more personal My Favorites Radio gets. Trust us, the thumb spring will be worth it. You can even show off your amazing musical taste and share your station with friends. My Favorites Radio, only on iHeart. Number one for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
When choosing a health plan, everything's important. Like knowing that when I go to my doctor visits, whether primary or specialist, I don't have a copay. That's peace of mind. Solis Health Plans gives me that. Also, knowing that with Solis, I have the benefit of obtaining up to $1,200 per year in OTC products. That's a relief. Yes, with Solis Health Plans, you get up to $1,200 a year in OTC products. Brand name products. Real quality. Solis also has the benefits you're looking for. Transportation to doctor visits, hearing, vision, dental, and much more. Like mental health programs to address the indirect effects of COVID-19. It's time for you to become a member so that you can have the peace of mind of knowing that with Solis, you're with a health plan that truly responds because they're local. Call now and join a local health plan that makes a difference at 1-833-33-SOLIS. 1-833-33-SOLIS. Solis Health Plans. Amazing healthcare just around the corner.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season. We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell can help guide you through all aspects of divorce. Let us be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
You do not want your AC to break down when it gets hot in the summertime in Central Florida, so make sure you get hold of Mills Air. They can help you with preventative maintenance on all brands. Preventative maintenance can save you so much money. They can detect upcoming breakdowns and you're not stuck. MillsAir.com. That's MillsAir.com. Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Twitter. It's not just for dragging people. It's mostly real radio, just for dragging people. 1041. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here. Jack back from vacation on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon.
Not bad.
Animal House coming up at the top of the hour. Savannah joins us. You know her from the Monsters and, of course, from Gatorland. I don't know if she's going to have a special guest. Are we aware of that yet? I mean, we have pretty good weather today.
Yeah, well, you know Savannah. She'll
Yeah.
always have something cool to show us.
For sure. Plus, we'll have Scott Maxwell today. We'll also do What'd You Do that's new today. I know that Jack didn't get to see it yet, but I think we got to go ahead and do it.
Wait.
We could do it tomorrow.
Is this the one that was assigned a week ago?
I guess, man. I don't know. My time is so effed. I thought, honestly, I thought we were reviewing the one that you... I was like, oh, yeah, watch Jack's. They're like, no, buddy, we did that last week. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Figured I'd give you a break. And it was only 6 minutes long. I tried to do you a favor.
And you did me a favor. I watched it that day. It was awesome. I love stuff like that. But the one that we want to do today, I feel terrible because it seems to be right up your alley. It's Ross's choice. So maybe we'll get to it a little bit later in the show, or maybe we'll make it happen tomorrow so you can check it out. But it's worth. I would really like you to have seen it so we could all talk about it at the same time.
I definitely. Well, I don't even know what it is.
It's a movie. Can you watch it tonight? An hour and a half.
Yes, I'll watch a movie.
He sent it to you via text.
Then we'll do it tomorrow. Then, and that way we can. And then I'll save mine for tomorrow. We can unleash it. That means we're gonna have to turn around quick on Tuesday, and then it'll be on you, and then we'll be caught up. Right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Right, we're caught up.
Right. Okay.
All right. I did one of those dumb things that you do. What are the dumb things you do that you hate? I'll start it off for you. Stubbing your toe.
Oh.
Right. Sucks. Right. Because you feel like it's avoidable. It's a pain in the ass. Blah blah. But this, this is different. I misplaced something.
Oh, that was going to be my choice.
Car keys.
No.
Ooh, yeah, car keys in the dryer.
Phone.
And then they
big one, the phone.
No.
And then the car keys get all hot in the dryer, and you're like,
Peanut M&Ms.
No, I got them right here.
Okay, something that happened to
debit
you.
card. Your debit card.
No.
You canceled your credit card, but it was just in the different slot in your wallet.
Not debit card.
Credit
card.
Isn't that
No, gift card.
No.
Cash, wallet.
You lost cash.
Total pain in the ass.
Oh, no, you got to cancel. You got to cancel
You
stuff.
lost
It's
your
gotta be the credit
vaccine card.
My what?
Oh,
Your vaccine card.
I didn't lose my damn vaccine card.
Yeah, who would do that? Me. Lost the first one, but I'm good with the second one.
Super shocker there, buddy.
Yeah, well, all you need is the second one, so we're good. We're all equals here.
I don't know where my driver's license is.
Word.
And like I legit do not know where it is. We sold our truck today. The truck we bought from Carl Black.
Really?
Oh, we sold our truck. Yeah, we're getting a Tesla.
All right.
Yeah, get out, really?
yeah, we're getting a Tesla. So we sold the truck, and the truck just turned out we were putting so many miles on it, and we didn't really use it the way we thought we would use it. So we sold it back. Carl Black, they've been with the Monsters forever. Omar, it's the best. I mean, just genuinely, I don't know that you could have a better dealership experience than you have there. We purchased 4 cars from them. You can't get better than that. I mean, they're just, it is the coolest group of people. Anyway, I called Omar and I said, hey, man, I know that the truck that we have is kind of a unicorn truck. They're really hard to find. We got every possible option on it, and they are really, really desirable right now. So I called him back and I said, hey, we're getting a Tesla. I mean, do you want to buy this thing back? I know that a lot of dealerships want them like immediately. And he said, yeah. So we bought it back. And so I go up there to do that deal today. And they're like, well, we need your driver's license. And I was like, oh, no biggie. I've got my little money thing here. My driver's license is always right behind my debit card, which is first in line, then my DL, and it is gone. And I was flabbergasted. For the life of me, I don't pull that thing out for anything, man.
What?
Or my driver's license.
Well, sometimes the only way my driver license gets separated is when you have to show it. Like I had to do at the airport going through yesterday. So you take it out of your wallet, and sometimes if you think you're going to need it again, you throw it in another pocket. Did you at all check other clothes that you might have worn where it might have ended up in a different pocket?
I think I remember specifically I had to take it out for something recently, and I can't remember what for. And I think you're right.
Carded
registration.
For buying liquid death?
Something. Registration for what?
For your mom's Jeep.
Yeah, but I didn't. Tori did all that online.
But did you have to send her a copy of your DL, and maybe you just took it out and forgot to put it back in?
You know what? I think. Well, the funeral home would have called because it's just like a local funeral home. They would have said, "Hey, you left your driver's license here," so it's not there. And I can't remember anywhere I took it out down here. And man, you talk about a pain in the ass.
That's a big assumption, though, on the funeral home of like, you know what? They would have called me.
They would have, man. My wife has been in contact with them continuously. They would have easily said, "Hey, your husband left his DL here."
Are you afraid of getting carded at a bar?
No, but I just but
that wasn't nice, Ross.
But I got to get a replacement, and we do have a couple things coming up where my ID is going to be necessary.
It'll cost you, I don't know, $10, $20. You get online, make the appointment, and get it done.
I know, but
gotta make an appointment though. Gotta make an appointment.
I know.
Go to the one by me.
The one in between. I know the secret one. I know the good one.
Right.
I do need another photograph because the other one's kind of unflattering.
Really?
I've been using the picture from 10 years
and my
ago.
Botox is kicked in, so I feel better.
Nice. I don't know if we can call you the Eagle anymore, but nice.
You believe that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Good. Swayze, buddy, it's coming your way right after this break.
Karate chop to the neck.
I've been getting.
Or is it a roundhouse face kick?
Yesterday, I owed you a hat beating like the Gilligan's Island crew, and I didn't give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, getting a new license was only like $10 or $20 in U.S. currency, but it costs about $250,000 in the Seoul currency.
Right? Yeah, you're right because I hate doing it, and now I know there's a floating ID of me out there somewhere, which I cannot stand.
That's the bigger one.
Oh man,
yeah, there's some Chechenian that looks just like me. I can feel it.
Just keep the revolver loaded.
All right,
you don't know who's coming.
All right, 407-916-1041. Animal House next with Savannah Bone. Check us out online, YouTube. You can stream and check out what she has for a surprise. You can do that now.
Not that there's anything wrong with radio. Get us on your phone and go anywhere. There are a few exceptions.
What up, Orange County?
Download the iHeartRadio smartphone app and then search for Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest. Buy from the best. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Well, northbound travel on the Turnpike is back up to speed from an earlier wreck between McGuire Road and State Road 50, as well as northbound 417 between Airport Boulevard and County Road 46A. We're still seeing a stop-and-go ride heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, as well as slowdowns between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive, eastbound slow too between Princeton and Lee Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Get a king bed for a queen price at Mattress Firm. Save up to $500 during the best Labor Day sale ever on top-rated brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 or more.
Man, if you wear contact lenses, you're going to want to listen up for sure. If you're tired of having red, itchy eyes, do you feel like there's sand in your eyes when you wear your contact lenses? Well, if so, you could be suffering from a condition known as contact lens intolerance, also known as CLI. And CLI is no joke, man. It affects millions of contact lens wearers. And if you have any of the symptoms I just mentioned, you could be one of them. But the Filatowski Eye Institute are leaders in vision correction surgery and can help you with this issue right now. Schedule your consultation today simply by texting 1041 to 868686. Again, it's easy. Schedule your consultation today. Learn more. Simply text 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Live music is back at our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Listen every weekday to win your way to this ultimate once-in-a-lifetime experience and win $1,000.
Your chance to text in and win happens at 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. each weekday on Real Radio 104.1. This contest sponsored locally on Real Radio 104.1 by Mills Air.
In business since 1992, Mills Air here in Central Florida for over 28 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer, performs service on all brands. Preventative maintenance saves you money and can detect an upcoming breakdown. Visit our website, millsair.com.
Response to International Diamond Center's Summer of Savings event has been incredible, but this is it, the final days. You have until August 31st to take advantage of the year's most attractive offer. Get IDC's amazing value price and spread your payments over 3 years with zero interest. And as a special bonus, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It's incredible, and everything's included. GIA certified diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, thousands of engagement rings, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, pendants, bands, bracelets, the largest selection ever. Get her that $3,000 diamond band and pay just $84 a month. Or if you prefer, you can get an instant 25% savings on all wedding bands during this incredible event. But there's just one catch. This spectacular Summer of Savings event ends Tuesday, August 31st at 6 p.m. and will not be extended. So hurry, pick any item, take advantage of 3 years zero interest financing, and let IDC even cover your first 2 payments. Now through the end of August only, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Hello, Florida. Switching to Geico is a good idea, especially when you consider everything.
First off, Geico makes it easy to switch, and you can contact your local agent for personalized assistance.
But having a trusted insurer in your life could make you feel so secure that you'll want to do something dangerous like run through a cactus patch, and that never ends well.
Well, if you switch to Geico, you could save hundreds on car insurance, and you could keep saving by bundling your motorcycle, boat, and RV, plus your renter's insurance.
But saving money might make you want to giggle gleefully, and when your mouth's open, a stray acorn could fall in there. It happens a lot, actually.
Well, they do have an industry-leading mobile app you can use to pay your bill, file and manage a claim, or add a new driver. And they offer discounts to military and federal employees.
And that might make you so happy that you start whistling all the time. Who likes whistling? Name one person.
Well, Geico is the largest car insurer in the state and has been saving people money for 85 years. It's hard to beat that.
But you're right.
Switch to Geico. It's obviously a good idea.
I'm Jeff. I got a call that my wife Kitty was in a bad car accident and was airlifted to Shands Hospital. When I got there, she was in surgery for a brain injury. She's had a long recovery. We needed an attorney. Our close friends recommended Glenn Klausman. Glenn Klausman was available 24/7 to help. We've been blessed by my wife's recovery. The results from Glenn Klausman's efforts were way more than expected. He's more than an attorney for us. He's a friend. Call him at 407-917-1718, KLAUSMAN law.com, office Winter Park.
Well, hello, Winn-Dixie Delivery. Bro, check it out. Winn-Dixie delivers. This is too incredible. Bag after beautiful bag of fresh wins delivered to our door. Refreshingly fresh. Ooh, and the best part? What's that, my win-loving twin? We're saving so much time. Time to kick back and win. Best quality, winning grocery delivery. Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win.
Prices vary from in-store. Terms apply. See windixie.com/shop online for details.
O'Reilly. Get more miles on the road with O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system means better gas mileage for your car. Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Injector Cleaner for $8. Plus, earn double O Rewards points. For a clean, lubricated, more fuel-efficient system, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
PDQ and Best Buddies International are partnering to raise funds for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Every time you visit PDQ in August, round up your order to help support Best Buddies.
There's more to Isaac Newton than apples and gravity. On the podcast Newton's Law, you'll hear a different side of the father of physics, who later became England's most ruthless lawman.
So who was this ruthless detective? This hard-bitten crook catcher, totally unmoved by the pleas of a desperate man? It was Isaac Newton. Yes, that Isaac Newton.
Listen to Newton's Law on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Ford, Chevy, Dodge Ram, and GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all. And during the Summer of Truck sales event, you're going to take advantage of interest rates as low as 1.99% and make no payments for 120 days with approved credit. Before you buy any truck, new or used, visit nationstrucks.com.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates. But don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 7168, Equal Housing.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio.
Hey, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for joining us on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Welcome back to the program. I am Jim. Jack and Ross are right over there. It's time for Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
And Animal House, as always, is brought to you generously by the personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. We'll tell you how to get in touch with Glenn at the end of Animal House. But right now, please help me in welcoming back Savannah Bone. You know her from the Monsters in Gatorland.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely
How
want
much do you love it, Jimmy, that I'm a regular on your show now?
I love it more than you'll ever know. My favorite part is it's 11 minutes. It's always good to see you, kid. Big smile. And by the way, congratulations on all your travels and stuff. I follow you on Facebook and get to live through you vicariously as you go to all these great countries and enrich your knowledge and theirs of what is natural in their environment. Pretty cool to see.
She's the best ambassador for amphibians and reptiles there ever was.
But what you didn't know was this last trip, I came back with a swamp fever or a jungle fever, which is called leptospirosis.
Oh.
Because I fell out of a kayak in the pitch black night in the jaguar jungle while we were looking for crocodiles, which is never what you want to do when you're on a trip.
No, it's not.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
And now you're dating a black guy? She had jungle
What?
fever? Isn't that jungle fever?
Get out of here, Jack.
No. Like, I got like a swamp fever, like a real sickness.
Jack spent a week in Jersey. Ignore him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We just got him back.
It soaks into you up there. You got to be careful. But I mean, what were the symptoms of the illness?
So
Other than being adorable.
I had a fever that was like probably between 103, 104 for like 3 days. Like literally the first 3 days I was back, I don't even remember.
God almighty.
Whoa.
Wow. And that's not from drugs this time.
And that's just from falling out of a canoe.
Well, I don't know if it was falling out of the canoe or if it was the crocodile we caught in the canals in Belize City that I never washed my hands before I ate after. It could have been either one of those things.
Come on, man.
I love you, Savannah.
I mean,
she has balls of steel.
Get out of here.
Balls. By the
brain
way,
of steel,
But what we
apparently.
do know is that it wasn't COVID because I got tested every day. It
Well,
wasn't
that's
bad.
good. You definitely want to follow us on our feeds right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, because she's right there at Gatorland. I heard something hollering in the background. What was that?
Those were humans.
The worst animals on the planet, quite honestly.
Right. So today, I don't know if I introduced you guys to this guy before, but today I want you guys to meet Marshall.
Hi, Marshall.
So Marshall's about to bite me. Marshall has an incredible story here with Gatorland. As the reason Marshall, the kookaburra, is here is because he's a companion animal for one of our crocodiles.
What?
So we have a crocodile, a saltwater crocodile. He's from Australia. We have a saltwater crocodile that was very, very shy when she came here, and she would never come out of the water. But where she came from, there was a kookaburra as well. So she wouldn't come out of the water when she came here because it's a different environment she'd never lived in. So after a couple months, we decided, well, what if we got a kookaburra and that familiar sound maybe make her feel more comfortable?
Uh-oh.
And that's exactly what happened. Within 3 days of having him back here singing, she started coming out of the water again.
Unbelievable.
Wow,
That's
that is
cool.
crazy.
Pixar movie vibes.
So, you just order a kookaburra? Is there like an Australian Amazon where you're like, are you just like, I need 4 of those? Or-
Amazon Pets.
Yeah, I mean, how's that happen?
He actually came. We got lucky, and at the same time this was happening, there was a private owner that he lost his business during the quarantine, and he had him up for sale, and we just bought him from him, and now he lives back here. But you need to hear him sing. When you hear him sing, you'll know that every jungle or every animal video you ever see anywhere in the world has Marshall's voice in it. So I'm gonna let him sing for you guys real quick so you can hear him.
All right.
Cool.
All right, Marshall, are you ready?
Wow.
He's like,
damn, that's super cool.
hey, Marshall.
What did you do what, did you give him a quarter or something? What you? How did you make him do that on demand?
I can trigger him to make that sound, but I try not to tell people about it because then they come back here and torture him. So I'm not going to go into that. But Marshall is an amazing bird. He's a meat eater bird. He fits in really well here, and everybody loves him.
That's a loud ass noise, man. I'll tell you that.
Savannah, am I tripping, or does that bird have an oh God? Does that bird have an unproportional head?
It does. That's exactly.
I don't think it
So
likes
he's
your
a
question.
kingfish. So he's a kingfisher. Is what he's the largest of the kingfisher birds, and he's a meat eater, and he's really loud, but they're friendly. They're known as laughing kookaburras, and they come from Australia.
Does anybody else remember the nursery rhyme? Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the berries he can see. Laugh, kookaburra, laugh. You never sang that as a kid?
I remember the bar out by Disney, and that's it.
Meat eating, that is a very interesting aspect. That's not something you normally hear about unless they're a raptor. Oh,
Damn,
not
thing,
her hat, man.
That thing is aggro. Is it a male? Marshall's a male, huh?
His name is Marshall for Marshall Mathers because he does talk a lot of smack, and he's a very aggressive bird, as you can tell right now.
He's
Marshall,
tearing
stop
up your
it.
hat. Oh, Marshall, you got yelled at?
Yeah, she did. She yelled at Marshall.
Oh.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care if I yell at him.
That bird-
He doesn't care at all.
That bird is broing out on your hat.
This might be my favorite
down.
Animal House ever.
Marshall, get down.
No one gives Savannah the business.
She's never talked that aggressive to those damn lizards.
Exactly. Marshall, get down.
I thought you hated birds.
Marshall, knock it
You
off.
know what? I do. I'm not a big fan of birds, but I do love Marshall because Marshall is crazy.
He's crazy. he hates that
That's
hat.
enough.
Oh,
man. I just piddled.
Look, talk to him like a stepchild. Look at him.
Yeah, he's side-eyeing her. You see that? He's side-eyeing her. He's like, oh, yeah, you want a piece of this?
This is the best thing on the internet right now, watching these two face off.
No, because he's smart. Like, he's a really smart bird. And if he gets really mad, he'll go for your eyes.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Okay, Marshall.
Well, this segment just changed.
Little gangster.
And look, that bill is no joke. He's got it sticking to the
not.
camera right now. It looks like a big old nasty fingernail, like a vampire fingernail on his his bill.
With that kingfisher.
I wanted to. Go ahead, Gabra. I'm sorry.
No, I want to see what you're doing, Savannah. It's far more interesting than here.
It's he plays this game sometimes with me. I'm going to show you guys the game. It's pretty cool.
She's setting up some plastic blocks on a stump, and the birds jumped up there already.
So I hide food underneath these, so he has to find it. That's it. That's his enrichment game. Where is it?
That's his
Where
enrichment
is it, Marshall?
game.
He's so aggressive, man.
Which for a lot
Where
of
is
people
it?
who don't know, animal parks, zoos, that this is an important part of animal care is enrichment, is making them work a little bit for their food so you don't make them just fat and lazy, but you
Right.
actually make them think, solve problems. Marshall's
All this thing does is destroy. All it wants to do is kill.
This thing is a lot. I'm seeing some similarities between this kookaburra and you, Jim.
There's nothing between myself and that dumb bird.
Well, you both love meat.
Yeah, I do love meat.
All right, both are pretty aggressive.
Can be aggressive. Yeah.
And, you know, a little on the louder side.
Yeah.
He always
Nailed it.
leaves the orange.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know if his eyes don't see the orange the same or what, but he always leaves the orange.
Damn, he is killing that thing, man. He is so aggressive. I can't get over that.
Now, Savannah, is Marshall's a bird that the public would get to see if they went to Gatorland?
Oh, absolutely. He lives in the back of the crocodiles. He's the only bird that lives back here. And he's just adorable. He likes to dive bomb. Like sometimes I bring the hose back here and he'll dive bomb into his little pool back here. When we first got him, like we didn't have kookaburras and we didn't really know how he was going to fit in, but he fits in like a champ.
Yeah, I bet he's a rock star like immediately, right?
So Savannah, is that a bird you can have? You just have one, and he's cool. He doesn't need a partner.
We may or may not get him a partner. The thing is, kookaburras are very territorial. So if we get him a partner and he doesn't like said partner, he will destroy said partner.
Oh, like he destroyed your hat?
Yes. So we have to be really, really careful with introducing him. But we might get a whole entire flock of kookaburras back here. Who knows? But he's just the first one, and he's really just so beautiful. Let me show you where he's sitting right now.
He is beautiful.
What are you doing up there?
But I gotta say, maybe have you tried Tinder?
We play crocodile Tinder here all the time, and sometimes it works out good, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
Yeah, right.
Just like real life. Well, where can folks go to get more information on Marshall and all the other happenings going on at Gatorland, Savannah?
You can go to Gatorland.com and find out more about Marshall, or you can go to our YouTube channel, Gatorland Vlogs. And congratulations to everybody for being the best radio station in Orlando.
Yay! Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to you guys as well.
Dude, that bird
is beautiful.
That bird has a pimp lean. That bird has like a straight up pimp lean. Like it thinks it's a badass. Look at it.
Well, I don't know. Anything that goes for your eyes is generally considered a badass.
That thing is like LL in the day.
You want to scratch? Okay.
Oh my God.
That thing sounds like gurgling death.
I never get to witness anyone bossing Savannah around.
Yeah, really.
It's kind of fun.
That bird's got your number, kid. That thing's gonna peck your eyes out. You better be cool to it.
I love him. Oh, and if you guys are around this weekend, Gatorland has a car in the Coke Zero Sugar 400. I'm so excited about that Gator car.
Yeah, BJ McLeod or something, right? It sounds like a TV star drives it.
Yeah, that's BJ from BJ and the Bear.
I know.
That's awesome.
Wow, that was my favorite moment right there from BJ and the Bear.
I love that show.
I did too. Who didn't?
I like the fact that this entire thing is happening and that bird is just stone cold posing the entire time. It doesn't care about anything. It is just mugging. Look at it.
And
that thing is like the Honey Boo Boo of birds.
All he needs is a Who Farted t-shirt.
Look at that big old smile that thing has on. That's so crazy how kind of human-like it is.
He's a crazy little bird. I'm glad you guys love him because I love him so much.
So real quick before we get out of here, what do you feed that thing? Do you guys give him live fish and stuff to eat?
No. He eats mice.
He eats mice?
Every day for breakfast, he has either beef heart or chicken hearts. And then for dinner, he has a mouse. But I'll show you. So I was going to show you this and then I forgot because you guys got me sidetracked. But here's what he does with his food. Watch. Break it up. Show him. Show him what you do. Show him. I'm going to take it. So he'll beat it to death.
Okay. And you guys complain about me getting excited about dangerous weather. She just...
That's a cool bird.
This bird is savage, man.
Beats its dinner to death. It kind of reminds me of a grackle.
Every day when I feed him his food, I give him his mouse and he just pounds it against. I mean, it's already dead and they come from a company, so nobody freak out. Right. And the reason I didn't bring one on the show is because I didn't want them to shut your show down because it would have been very graphic.
Let's hit this into the...
Thank you for thinking of us, Savannah. We appreciate it. Listen, Gatorland.com. Thanks to Savannah and Marshall, the Kookaburra. We will get to see you again in another 4 weeks, Marshall.
Say bye.
Bye, Marshall.
Say bye.
I want one of those birds. I don't know why.
Oh, man, that's the last thing you need.
I'm going to get one of those birds and put it in with my ducks.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that.
Oh, man.
Oh, it'll kill your ducks.
It'll kill the
It'll
ducks?
go after your ducks.
Oh, then I'm definitely getting one.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, girl.
Thank you, Savannah. We appreciate
Bye.
it.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
Love
See you
you
later.
too.
All right.
As always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman of Klausman Law. If you or someone you know and love have been in a car, truck, or even a motorcycle accident, you need to call Klausman Law, and here's just one reason why. Because you never get passed over to a caseworker at Klausman Law. You're always going to get right to Glenn. He's going to personally handle your case. Just one of the many reasons why he's been voted super lawyer and legal elite year after year. He's also a friend of the show and a real animal lover. So again, if you've been in an accident, give him a call at 407-917-1718 or check him out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. We warned you about this last week. Now it's being confirmed. This is something you're going to need to do soon. We'll tell you what that is next.
Inter Miami CF returns to Exploria Stadium to face Orlando City this Friday. Coverage starts at 8 p.m. on our sister station, FM 96.9 The Game and iHeartRadio. Orlando City matches on Real Radio are brought to you by Mossy Oak Fence.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Klausman Law.
Our heaviest traffic continues heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also slow between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound busy too between Princeton Street and Lee Road, and now between Comroy Road and OBT. We're still in good shape on the 408. The Beach Line looks good, as well as the Turnpike. No reported issues on 417. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Take the shortcut to your next great hire. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, Instant Match immediately delivers a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Man, let me tell you something. Here in Central Florida, it is so important that your AC is ready to go at all times in these brutal summers. Mills Air can do that for you. They've been doing it in Central Florida for 29 years, and that's why the preventive maintenance plan is a must. Because in the summer, when your AC breaks down, there's no like, well, we'll just wait it out for a day or two when it's 105 degrees outside. You can't do that. Your AC has to be ready to go at all times. That's what Mills Air does. Matter of fact, their techs know every brand inside and out and usually have the parts on the truck to fix it right there. But you got to make sure you're on board with these guys. And if you do need a brand new AC, they have it covered there as well. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $2,700 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, ready to help you out right now. Give them a call, 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy, millsair.com.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
Win your way to our 2021 iHeartRadio Music Festival, September 17th and 18th.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Coming live to iHeartRadio stations across America and streaming free on the CW app and CWTV.com. You'll see Billie Eilish, Cheap Trick, Coldplay, Dua Lipa, Phineas, Florida Georgia Line, J. Cole, Journey, Khalid, Lil Baby, Maroon 5, Nelly, Sam Hunt, Weezer, and more. Listen every weekday to win your way there.
With RP Funding's digital mortgage, you can refinance your home loan to today's low rates from the comfort of your own home. Get started today and let me pay your closing costs. Lock in your low rate before it's too late. Visit rpfunding.com. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing Lender.
The summer of can is here, and since we finally can, let's make it a premium summer. Fancy sausage at the barbecue, a full theater for camping, a fully gold bathing suit at the pool. Because Heineken is made with premium malt and their famous A yeast. So go premium with the crisp, ice-cold can of Heineken. Pick up a pack or get it delivered and put the can back into summer. That can be your six-pack. Must be 21 or over to purchase. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, Central Florida, it's time to up your standard of driving. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Are you sick of driving a car you hate? Raise the bar in a nice new car and lower your monthly payment at the same time. Used cars from just $69 per month. New cars from just $129 per month. Raise the bar and I'll get more for your old car. We'll pay up to $5,000 over appraised value for your clunker. Is your credit score lower than you like? We will help you get approved. That's what makes us your car dealer next door. Give it a try. I'm raising the bar and making my best offer ever. Like brand new Mirage's 43 miles per gallon lifetime warranty. And introducing the all-new 2022 Outlander in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, check out our certified used cars. Monthly payments from just $69 per month. Trade-ins will pay over appraised value. So get here quick. I'm RC Hill, your car dealer next door. Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Mirage 9900 72 months. 2.9 APR. $9 down. $249 payment plus tax tag fees. Max trade incentive based on purchase.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Why is it the best wireless deals require a trade-in? Right now at T-Mobile, we're getting rid of the trade-in headache. Switch and get the epic iPhone 12 with 5G on us. Get it on Magenta Max with unlimited premium data. No trade-in required.
Check out this great 4K video I took of us. I even posted it with 5G way out here.
That's right, a new iPhone 12 on us. No worrying about having a phone that qualifies. You can keep your current phone or pass it down. Seriously, no trade-in required.
Look at this cool photo of my victory dance.
Wow, I didn't know you were that flexible.
It's that easy. Unlimited premium data, iPhone 12 on us, and no trade-in required. You won't get that from anyone else. T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Activate up to 4K or video streams at 480p. Phone via 24 credits plus tax for well-qualified buyers. Contact us before canceling to continue bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement due. Up to 2 per account. T-Mobile is the largest 5G network and named fastest by OpenSignal Awards and USA 5G User Experience Report July 2021. Details at T-Mobile.com.
There's more to Isaac Newton than apples and gravity. On the podcast Newton's Law, you'll hear a different side of the father of physics, who later became England's most ruthless lawman.
So who was this ruthless detective? This hard-bitten crook catcher totally unmoved by the pleas of a desperate man? It was Isaac Newton. Yes, that Isaac Newton.
Listen to Newton's Law on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No one knows you like you. That's why iHeart is giving you your very own station, My Favorites Radio, where the only songs that play are the ones you've thumbed up, plus the biggest songs from the stations you listen to most. The more you hit thumbs up, the more personal My Favorites Radio gets. Trust us, the thumb spring will be worth it. You can even show off your amazing musical taste and share your station with friends. My Favorites Radio, only on iHeart. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
Thinking about divorce? Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch.
Yeah. We like it when you watch.
At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening, and it sounds just like a song. I want more berries and that summer feeling. It's so wonderful and warm. Breathe me in.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text us at 77031. I am Jim. Deb is here along with Jack and Ross. Jack back from vacation. Glorious return to the show.
Hey!
This is Harry Styles.
It is Harry Styles.
He's playing the
He's coming
Amway
to the
Center
Amway.
tonight.
It's not tonight. Wait.
Thursday, October 7th at Orlando's Amway Center.
But they wanted you to know all attendees are required to wear face coverings inside the arena and show proof of vaccination or proof of a negative COVID test. It's and now that is something that I was dealing with on my trip in New York. That was common, whether we're seeing Colbert, the Eagles. My two sisters went to see the Eagles last night, Madison Square Garden. You had to have a negative test, but both on both those, if you have the negative test or vaccine, they make it mask optional inside.
Right, yeah. After Pfizer's FDA approval, and of course Moderna is on the cusp of having theirs FDA approved as well. Deb predicted accurately earlier this week or even late last week that you could look for the mandates to come down hard and heavy now that we have an FDA approval, because so many people had used the lack of an approval from the FDA as a reason not to get the vaccination because they thought it was rushed. I was actually one of those people for many months. It's just like, I don't know, man. Usually these things take quite a while. And this one came out in 18 months. Let's see what happens first. But really, there's no major side effects. The percentages are so unbelievably low. You're getting into that lightning strike, shark attack kind of world. So, for your own better good, many people have gone ahead with the vaccine.
We had a Tampa pediatric nurse who was only 38 years old just to succumb to COVID-19, as well as a Polk County teacher. She was only 41 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So the Delta variant is showing that unlike the original coronavirus or COVID-19, the Delta variant has really changed the game.
My next door neighbor, a few months, back before we got vaccinated, but they were out, and I was talking to him like neighbors do, and he goes, "You're gonna get that vaccine?" I go, "The day it's available." I go, "What about you?" He's like, I don't know. And he kind of hemmed and hawed, and I didn't push it. I just said, "Well, yeah, I'm definitely getting it, and just to be as safe as I can." I just learned through his son-in-law. He's in intensive care, and the doctors told him that he might not be coming out.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that's
man,
my next-door neighbor.
Wowzers.
It's no joke. And
it really isn't.
And with Delta variant where it is now, it's why we felt the need to postpone the Monster Brew Bus originally scheduled for this Saturday. That has now been postponed, and you can get the details on that at realradio.fm/brew.
That was the right thing to do, by the way. I mean, I could see if it's our Holy Takamole event coming up in November, we have some time, and it's an outdoors event, but we are keeping our eye on that as well. It's not a bus. Right. It's not it's not a contained environment right next to each other. And I heard a little bit of the Monsters this morning. Russ was right, talking about, going in there maskless after a couple drinks and stuff. You may go in there the first stop, you're like, hell yeah, we're being responsible. By stop 3, you don't even have clothes on, much less a mask. Your mask is only, you use that to cover up your genitals. Into those things. I've been drinking with those people. It's unsafe.
It's so tough. We've went over a year without doing any events, and we finally got a couple that we had, and the response from the audience was immediate. They sold that thing
like in no time.
Minutes.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, so we're disappointed, but we are determined to do it again. You know why? I've got a box full of Monster Brew Bus shirts and mugs here.
They gotta go.
They gotta go. We're doing this thing. We just don't know when.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are keeping our eye on Holy Takamole right now, because as we talk to vendors and stuff that had already given us okays earlier in the year, they're now dealing with shortages for employees, the ability to get stuff,
right? Yeah,
even to get products to do events like this. And the crazy part is that because the food scene is so hot in Central Florida. By the way, I can make my announcement. The food scene is so hot in Central Florida that it's almost like vendors don't need events specifically anymore to draw attention to the restaurants. Matter of fact, it turns out a couple of the vendors that we had last year for Holy Takamole were right in the middle of expansion. Because after everything kind of cut loose and everybody's like, hell yeah, it's time to go, those people got inundated with customers.
Right.
And then opportunities started arising. Of course, there are opportunities to expand over into different markets and different areas. And again, tacos are so popular in the city, the numbers support it. You can open up a small taqueria maybe in Winter Garden or Claremont or Apopka, somewhere that you maybe have some success in Winter Park and you want to get those flavors out around the city. Those possibilities are there, and a number of those people are actually in the middle of that when this next variant hits. So they're in the middle of expansion now dealing with opening another store. So, we are working hard on getting those same names we had last year. So it's taking a little bit more motivation this year because we certainly want that event to happen.
Well, and this is something that everyday consumers have to be aware of.
For sure. And speaking of that, going into this thing, we talked about this last week. Oh, yeah, complete professionals.
Yeah.
We went into this last week and we were telling you guys, and I actually had a conversation with our buddy Larry that is going to come in a little bit later, our news friend Larry, about issues, because he has his ear to the rail all day long. His entire life is pulling and curating news for audiences all throughout the U.S., right, or Southeast for sure, right? So he always hears this stuff. So we were out there talking, and we're talking about the supply chain. Because what we're hearing from the news now is the supply chain is really about to experience another one of those, really nasty times where, things that you're used to getting from overseas shipped in are going to take exponentially more time. So the story that we read you last week about bucking up, and if you have something you want to get for Christmas this year.
Well, that was specifically for toys.
That was for toys, right?
Yeah, so if you see it on the shelf, parents, don't wait for a Black Friday deal. Seriously, they're talking about shortages that it's just going to make trying to be that great parent that much more difficult come the holidays.
Yeah, this comes out of Iowa State University. A professor suggests you do your Christmas shopping sooner than later, and we talked about this again last. They're doubling down on that. So this is another supportive story about the supply chain and the shipping chains coming to a halt in some areas and having really difficult times getting products and goods into the U.S. consumers in retail. You can go into some of the most popular grocery stores right now. I just think of Publix because that's where I shop, and the juice aisle and a number of those aisles that you can see are bare again already with stuff that people are stocking up on because of fear that they won't be able to get it. Diapers,
right.
Those things that you can't do without type things.
Rice.
That's what's happening. They're starting to do that again. So if you plan on having a Christmas at all this year and you see a specific toy or item in a store right now, they are suggesting that you grab it while you can, because come time for that toy season to start in the beginning of November, when that really that shopping season happens, you might not have an opportunity to even get in there and get the toy that you want.
Because I know recently there was a story about, I think it was Home Depot selling out of their Halloween decor almost immediately when they first put it out. Well, the assurances to the shoppers right after that was, don't worry, more is going to be put up in the coming weeks. The issue that they're talking about is, at any moment it could be like, well, that was it.
That's it.
And we're not used to hearing that in this country, that, that's it. What do you mean that's it?
Look, man, let me tell you how bad it is, right?
Can I get a drone?
I'm not trying to be a fear thing here, but but these things happen, right? You get these weird supply chains. I was in one of my favorite little restaurants that I go to quite often, probably at least once a week here. It's a fast kind of Greek concept, right? And they were out of black olives. At a Greek concept, when you're out of black olives, you're out of
That's a crime.
A third of your flavor profile for Greek food. Black olives are, Kalamatives are part of that.
Love those.
And, when you don't have those, and, they just tell you straight up, I see so many signs on doors now. If it's not employees, it's products, they can't get them, or they're trying to bid against other vendors that are bigger. Like if you let's say you need chicken breast, and so does Olive Garden, guess who wins?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you're going to lose Olive Garden every single time because they're spending $1 million a month in chicken breast, and you're spending $3,000 a month in chicken breast. Same thing goes with bacon and other of those commodities. It's a lot more. It's way more difficult than people understand, because you're talking to these restaurant businesses, just getting bacon. I talked to a person who owns a real local, hyper local, really popular, TV popular breakfast spot. And she told me a story about having to negotiate with a dealer, a vendor she's been in business with for a decade. A decade. It's not like they just met. They knew each other personally and still had to fight that vendor to get bacon because another gigantic breakfast spot in town was buying up all the bacon. And even though she had those set established relationships, still had to fight tooth and nail just to get bacon, and still had to wind up buying it at a retail store just so she could keep her restaurant open. And by the way, there's a network of those people in Orlando, these restaurant owners, and they were all on this like board. Hey, you need bacon, you need flour, you need sugar. It's almost like a trade thing, like back in the pioneer days. Right. Everybody's doing it together, just trying to keep everybody open. I mean, just finding silly stuff just to make stuff like containers, So we're kind of back in that weird March, April 2020 thing.
One of the restaurants that I frequent
a lot. Just one week, Orlando Weekly's best fast food, right?
Not that one. It's a different restaurant. They're always closed on Sundays, but then I showed up on a Monday. Closed on Mondays now because they don't have employees.
Man, my Boo McKinnon has been a longtime friend of mine. The shows, the Monsters. She owns a couple Bubbaloo's Barbecue here in Orlando. Her and her brother started the chain, so it's one of those guys owns almost every one of them. She owns the one in Winter Park and stuff. And I saw up on her restaurant. This is a legendary Orlando brand. I mean, not just barbecue brand, legendary Orlando brand. And had to close on Sundays and Mondays because, they had no employees to open up.
Well, another business that's close to your heart, Jimmy, are print shops. And someone just texted us at 77031 and said, we have a print shop and we have stock that is going to take 23 weeks to get. Regular stuff, paper, toner, vinyl for our wraps.
Yep.
And customers do not care.
They do not care. They want the product.
They
want it. So it is a really, and this all goes back to the supply chain, where that comes from, where it's coming into the country, and how it's getting to you. And man, there are certain areas when it comes to California and those areas out there having a really difficult time getting all those ships through customs.
They don't have enough people to work the ports.
John texts in, whichever one of you some bitches that stockpiling Publix no sugar added fudge bars, knock it the hell off. He's checked 3 Publix stores on the west side, can't find them anywhere.
That's like my problem with Clausen pickles for the longest time. Remember, I couldn't find pickles.
When you got your thing and it's not there, you're like, it makes you angry.
Well, someone else texted, dude, I haven't been able to get frozen White Castle at the store for months. All they have is no cheese, and those are for psychopaths.
Go to the new one. They still got a line out the door on that one?
Oh, no.
These are frozen ones, man. This is when you get the munchies at home.
People still posting about that. I judged somebody the other day, and I know them, too. They judged somebody that they finally made it to White Castle. I said, wow, that's
big goals.
Twitter-worthy, huh? Wasn't that like a month and a half ago? That was a big thing? Like the wait was that long for a White Castle burger? I can't imagine. All right, 407-916-1041. Making a little change in the lineup, a little change in my life, a little change in a couple things, but it's actually for the good, for the better of the show. I'll tell you what that is next.
Oh.
You can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And this evening we've got some Saharan dust in the sky, giving it that hazy look after a nice sunset. We see a low tonight at 76. The haze is gone tomorrow. That's thanks to some moisture surging in from the southeast. It's a tropical wave, which means our rain chances are likely, especially in the morning. Kind of an upside-down forecast. High temperature 90 degrees, chance for rain 60%. Rain chances remaining elevated through the rest of the week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country. Everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Make this the summer of Ram, with the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Right now, well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x2 for $299 a month for 36 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 8/31/2022. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 8/31/2021.
Response to International Diamond Center's Summer of Savings event has been incredible, but this is it, the final days. You have until August 31st to take advantage of the year's most attractive offer. Get IDC's amazing value price and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. And as a special bonus, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It's incredible, and everything's included. GIA certified diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, thousands of engagement rings, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, pendants, bands, bracelets, the largest selection ever. Get her that $3,000 diamond band and pay just $84 a month. Or if you prefer, you can get an instant 25% savings on all wedding bands during this incredible event. But there's just one catch. This spectacular Summer of Savings event ends Tuesday, August 31st at 6 p.m. and will not be extended. So hurry, pick any item, take advantage of 3 years 0 interest financing, and let IDC even cover your first 2 payments. Now through the end of August only, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
O'Reilly. It's O Rewards Member Appreciation Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts, where you can earn double, triple, even up to 5 times O Rewards points on select purchases. Get bonus points on more than 200 items throughout the store, like wiper blades, fuel system cleaners, motor oil, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It costs nothing to be kind. In fact, it actually pays. By donating plasma at BioLife Plasma Services, your kindness enables someone else to live more fully. And just imagine the difference you could make if you could take the $1,100 you could earn in the first month and donate it to your favorite charity. Or buy a school teacher supplies. Or buy everyone in your neighborhood noise-canceling headphones because your granddaughter is learning a recorder. She has to get better soon, right? BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma. Visit biolifeplasma.com to learn more.
If you're from Orlando, you know how we do food in the City Beautiful. We waffle our chicken in Metro Diner, udon our noodles at Bento Asian Kitchen, and ye can always find the golden tenders at PDQ. That's why there's DoorDash. Get food from every neighborhood in Orlando. Food so good, it'll make you happier than that other happy place in town. Download the DoorDash app now to find your local favorites, made by Orlando. Order on DoorDash.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
In the time before AT&T fiber internet.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
What did you do, love?
I ran out of internet data.
And they're making you shame walk.
No, it's just how I feel. Shame! Shame!
In the time after AT&T fiber internet.
Nice to have unlimited internet data, right?
Right. The dawn of a better internet era with AT&T fiber.
Limited availability in select areas. Check eligibility at att.com/getfiber. Restrictions apply.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Yes, I need to replace my old air conditioner.
For AC replacement, please hold the line.
Here we go.
And we're back. So, what do you want now?
Same as before, new air conditioner.
I just need to put you on hold again. Somebody's calling.
I'm calling.
But this might be someone important.
But I need...
We get a lot of calls this time of year. Dreadfully hot, you understand?
Yes, I understand perfectly.
So if you'll just wait a little longer...
You know, this would never happen with Frank Gay.
You didn't call Frank Gay.
Well...
Did you?
Probably should have.
Probably should have. Well, tough luck. So, would you like to go back on hold?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you need AC replacement, you should be the priority. Experienced technicians ready to roll on your schedule and your installation done right. That's the Frank Gay way.
Next time you can call Frank Gay.
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Clausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Clausman. ClausmanLaw.com.
Get social with us. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show. Already in
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. You should be watching this stream, by the way.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, during the breaks, we act a damn fool. Sometimes forget the damn thing's on. And if you can read lips, oh my Jesus.
It's a show. That's a different show.
It's a whole different machine altogether. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm the Jim part. There's the Deb part.
Hello.
The Jack part.
Greetings.
And, of course, the Ross part.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have thoughts a little bit later in the program. Of course, Scott Maxwell today at 5:20.
Ooh, Orlando's biggest big shot for not being a politician.
Yeah. I'm going to hit him with an argument that we had earlier this week, Jack. I think I wanted to get your opinion on as well. So I said before we went to break, we are going to have some few changes on the program. Actually, not changes per se, but changes for things that you guys have known that I'm part of. So the show Primetime Kitchen is coming to an end. The actual show itself that airs on Sunday mornings from 8 until 9, we are going to pull that off the air.
Did you hear that sound? That was Beth.
Oh, yeah.
Crying in despair.
It still lives in podcast world, and she can listen to 5 years of content. We did a lot of great shows. Heather McPherson, who was with me for so many years, was an unbelievable asset. She was so wonderful, and it was such a great time working with her. Doing it by myself just really wasn't the same. But, because of stress from this new position did not allow me to really be able to put the time I wanted into it, and I felt kind of guilty about it. So
who canceled it? Come on, let's fight him.
You canceled it, dumbass.
Oh, me?
Yeah, no. Actually, you gave me the opportunity to.
I was actually, Jimmy, surprised that you went. How long have we been doing this?
5.5, 6 years.
No, this.
Oh,
3 years.
28 years.
3 years, right?
3 years.
Oh, 3 years, Jack.
I am so lost.
How did you get that answer wrong multiple times?
Because he was thinking TKS and Real Radio.
Every one of those answers was correct.
Yeah, exactly, except for the one about the Jim Colbert Show.
I mean, it's different from being a co-host on the show to hosting your show because it really is all-consuming. And I was surprised that you went 3 years into this show, the Jim Colbert Show, and continued to do the Primetime Kitchen show on weekends.
Everybody told me to not do it, including my wife. My wife was like, you shouldn't do this because it's too much. And it is. I mean, and Jack is correct. Although, again, we're not throwing sod or roofing. My job starts at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. We pull until this, do the show, get home. So it's 12, 14 hours a day. All we're thinking about is the program, or at least all I'm doing is thinking about the program for sure. And that's my responsibility. I have no problem with it. It really didn't allow me to be genuine with Primetime Kitchen. I'm not as injected into the food scene as I used to be when I lived over in Baldwin Park, and of course before the show started. Primetime Kitchen always really was just kind of an aside for something to do, like if somebody had a podcast. If you want to do a podcast and you like talking about normal stuff, but you really like carving horses, and you would do a podcast about carving horses because that's where it belongs, right? Well, that's what I felt about Primetime Kitchen. It really, I didn't feel genuine anymore because there are a lot of the restaurants that I haven't been to or don't go to because of time constraints, right? So it just didn't feel right anymore. So
you're a country boy now.
But stop, because I didn't stop there. Primetime Kitchen, food will always be a major part of this show. I want everybody to always listen to the program to know that even though I don't go out a lot, I still have my finger on the pulse of what's happening in Orlando because I have a lot of friends that are still deep into those scenes. And we still eat out quite a bit. It just wasn't anything like it was in Baldwin. But Primetime Kitchen actually is coming to this show. So on Friday afternoons...
Is it replacing Ross?
Yeah, no, not yet. On Friday afternoons...
I wouldn't mind.
At I think it's at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoons, we're going to do Primetime Kitchen featuring Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel.
Yay!
Wow, good get.
Yeah, it's a great get. I'll tell you. So she's a really wonderful person, first things first, and she really is a great writer. And I've got a bunch of friends in the city. Faiz Kara is a great writer for the Orlando Weekly. Amy Drew came in town. We had a conversation. I literally begged her. I was like, hey, man, could you, is there any way that I could help you with your columns and your blogs and your social? You could help me with content about what's happening in the food scene, because that's her only job, is doing that, and she's exceptionally good at it. And her features have become really a big part of the Sentinel's success. A couple of front page features with her food article or food column over the last couple months and stuff. So she does a great job. She's going to join us on Fridays at 4 o'clock. Primetime Kitchen is going to be a segment on the show now, and we will still be able to tell you about great restaurants in the city, wonderful flavors in the city, new things to experience in the city, and we'll do it with one of the people who really has their finger on the pulse of it, which is Amy Drew Thompson from the Orlando Sentinel. So we're super excited about that, and that will start the weekend or the Friday after Labor Day. I think it's September 10th. Or 6th or something like that will be our very first Primetime Kitchen here. And then, of course, it will cease to exist on Sunday mornings. And I appreciate everybody who came out to all those great events. They were so much fun. And I would still love to do that. And to be honest with you, I'll be dead honest with you. I literally had to make a choice between doing that full-time and doing this full-time. And it took a minute. That's how much I love that show. And that's how much I love cooking is I literally thought, I was like, well, I mean, I've got so much time invested into TKS and to Real doing these programs that I could not pull myself away. But I wanted to so bad. I wanted to make that my job. I wanted to be that guy. I really did. But I just simply don't think that I have that credibility. And there's so many other great people in Orlando doing that as well. We're going to bring you another feature of that for sure, though. Ricky Lee's doing a good job. A number of the blogs here in town do a wonderful job. Central Florida Foodies on Facebook do a great job of giving great reviews of good flavors. Fayez, of course, for the Weekly, does an unbelievable job. I think his Twitter account is a must if you love eating good food in Central Florida. Amy, of course, is she writes for the biggest paper in the city, and she's very good at it. Been doing it for quite a while.
The podcast of all your shows is still up there, and you can get those on our website at realradio.fm under podcasts. And then also moving forward, we will be posting a podcast of the new feature on Fridays on the Jim Colbert Show.
And to be quite honest with you, Jack, it's going to make it easier to consume. And we will probably still have features maybe once a month where we bring in a chef and talk. And when we get back to normal life, we can actually start featuring some of these people in studio and having some of the food like we've done before with Primetime Kitchen. So PTK is still alive, just not on its own as an hour-long show on Sunday mornings any longer. Still brought to you by Ace Hardware, too, by the way. And they wanted to make it perfectly clear that they still wanted to be a part of Primetime Kitchen and really bring that to you because with the big green egg and that cooking scene, they really, really love that aspect of it. And we have another surprise for you coming up not that long regarding that as well.
Yeah, Tools Ace Hardware, wonderful people.
Yeah, they're greatest. I mean, they have been so understanding because they sponsored the show. And then right here, I was like, hey, look, it's just not... it just isn't working anymore for that time slot. And they were like, cool, what do you want to do? And then we pitched it and we're like, hey, we're down. Are we going to still get the same amount of mentions? You're going to still blow us up? I'm like, probably more than ever now.
Right.
But we're really happy about it. So that'll happen, like I said, I think it's September 10th or 6th.
I think it's the 10th.
10th is the first Friday.
There you go. That's it.
So we get food? We get
That's what you heard?
I thought I heard that within that great news. Yeah. Everything was great news.
So what we want to do is this. When everything gets back to normal, where people can go out and do the normal stuff like bring food the way we've done for so many years.
Yeah.
That will be happening again with Primetime Kitchen. So
you said that. I knew you said that. That's what's up.
And a gigantic thanks to Amy Drew because she's a busy girl, man. She does a lot of writing. She does a lot of stuff outside. I think of the Sentinel, she writes for other people as well. So she's got a busy schedule. I actually have to schedule time with her to get with her to talk about things. So she's busy. She's a pro too, which I really like. So
welcome
really,
to the show.
Really excited about it, and really excited to bring you guys more information about great places to eat. And it's always cool seeing people out. We were talking about lasting impressions at Dr. Phillips, which I'll tell you still is just genuinely one of the most cool things you can go to that comes to the city. It's going to be here all the way till the end of September. Don't miss it. For $40, you can't beat it. I mean, you just simply can't. The technology is exceptionally good, and that vibe is good. But those are the kind of things we would be talking about. Those wonderful little wine charcuterie events mixed in with art and culture. Those are the things we really want to feature. The pairing of those two worlds. That's what we tried to do to begin with.
Good experiences, good food. See where life goes, man. That's the fundamentals of life.
Is she upset?
I don't know. I didn't really ask her.
Hey, Beth, how you doing?
No, when you said this and Deborah said that, I just did that. What? Deborah hit it as soon as I said it.
All right, well.
Did my thing.
Well, you're fine.
No,
Beth?
No, I know.
Beth, we're going to have Ross record the Friday segment and deliver it to Merritt Island and stand in your driveway with a boombox and play it for you on Sunday mornings.
Act it out. He's going to act it out.
was like John Cusack.
That would be wonderful. My neighbors would get a big kick out of that.
All right, Beth. Thanks for calling, Beth. Always good hearing from you. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Your chance at $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival is minutes away on Real Radio.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest, buy from the best. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Stop-and-go traffic continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also busy between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound, a steady ride still between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Princeton Street and Lee Road. No reported issues for you on the 408, but we are seeing a slow ride north on 429 between Colonial Drive and Plant Street. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak.
Response to International Diamond Center's Summer of Savings event has been incredible, but this is it, the final days. You have until August 31st to take advantage of the year's most attractive offer. Get IDC's amazing value price and spread your payments over 3 years with zero interest. And as a special bonus, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It's incredible, and everything's included. GIA certified diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, thousands of engagement rings, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, pendants, bands, bracelets, the largest selection ever. Get her that $3,000 diamond band and pay just $84 a month. Or if you prefer, you can get an instant 25% savings on all wedding bands during this incredible event. But there's just one catch. This spectacular Summer of Savings event ends Tuesday, August 31st at 6 p.m. and will not be extended. So hurry, pick any item, take advantage of 3 years zero interest financing, and let IDC even cover your first 2 payments. Now through the end of August only, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country. Everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Man, when I think about custom fences, I think about one company only. That's Mossy Oak Fences. That's high quality. Skilled craftsmen over at Mossy Oak Fence use only the very best materials to create beautiful fences to really help your family with a number of things. By the way, these are super high quality, the best warranty in the business. They're also very sensible people because they understand affordable payment plans can work, and they offer those as well. But safety and security, that's where they shine. Speaking of that, your family safety and security is Mossy Oak's #1 priority. So if you're thinking about a new fence, think about one company only. That's Mossy Oak Fences, and visit mossyoakfences.com. Always let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Need to turn your home equity into cash? This is Robert Palmer, and home values are at an all-time high. Smart homeowners are accessing home equity at today's low rates, but don't use your home equity to pay closing costs. Let me pay them instead. Visit rpfunding.com for details. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, "Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody." Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. Everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Offices, Orlando.
There's a whole new spin on pumpkin to love at Dunkin'. Sip into fall with a $3 medium pumpkin cream cold brew or a pumpkin spice signature latte. America runs on Dunkin'. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply. Valid on pumpkin spice signature latte only and all cold foam cold brew.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
At Metro by T-Mobile, we don't think you should pay extra for unlimited 5G. Introducing the big 5G upgrade. Experience 5G speed at no extra cost. Ditch your overpriced connection with Boost and Cricket and save half off their top plans when you switch to Metro, the leader in prepaid. Get 1 line of unlimited smartphone data for just $25 a month with 5G access included at no extra cost. Plus, get a free Samsung Galaxy 5G with trade-in. All with the power of the T-Mobile 5G network. Rule your day with unlimited high-speed data and a free 5G phone. Only at Metro. Limited time in-store only. If congested data users greater than 35 gigabytes per month notice lower speeds and Metro customers notice lower speeds versus T-Mobile due to deprioritization. Leader based on prepaid subs June 2021. Save half based on one-line Boost and Cricket unlimited plans. See store for details.
Unbelievable.
No sugar and 60 calories.
Naturally. New Chobani with zero sugar. Impossibly delicious. Made possible by Chobani, not a low-calorie food.
Miles of pristine white sand below, expansive cerulean blue skies above, and wonderment everywhere you look. This is St. Pete Clearwater in the fall. Here, the senses awaken with the first morning light. Emerald green waters gently lap the shore. A calming Gulf breeze floats through the air. It's vivid, it's vibrant, and it's the perfect getaway. Plan your fall escape to America's best beaches at visitstpeteclearwater.com.
Enjoy lasting impressions now through September 26th. Get tickets today at drphilipcenter.org.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries? Call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000 and a trip to our iHeartRadio Music Festival now. Text the nationwide keyword Vegas. 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 To the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Vegas. To the number 200-200. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Of course, you can always text us at 77031.
You are correct, sir.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here.
Yeah.
Jack's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were here.
And so is Ross.
Yeah.
It's that multimedia demand, Deborah.
Yeah.
They make so many demands of us around here. We got to cut stuff during the break.
Yeah.
So Ross and I are out in the hallway running around trying to video some stuff.
I feel like we got caught smoking in the bathroom.
I know. All I hear is this screech. I'm Ross, we're on the air.
I actually have to physically keep my finger on a button as the music's playing, so I couldn't get up. I'm trying to yell from my seat.
Yeah, I was like, do I just start the intro? But then if you guys don't know we're back, then I thought, well, let me yell first, and then I can come back and say, hey, welcome back.
Or proving the stereotype that men cannot multitask.
Jim, how's your flag?
What flag?
Have you ever had to get rid of an American flag?
No, I don't throw them away.
Well, exactly.
I have a couple tattered ones at my house. I just kind of fold them up and keep them on a shelf.
Well, this is news for you. You're just going to have to swing by Ocala because the Ocala Police Department, they have a new way for residents to give a respectful end to American flags. They have a receptacle, and for lack of a better term, it looks like a mailbox. But it's for you to dispose of worn and tattered flags, and they will, get rid of it respectfully according to flag code.
So what is that? Burn it?
I think that's the case. Yeah.
So they burn it.
Yeah. Ironically.
But they have to. Yeah. Ironically, right? You can do it here, but not over there.
Yeah.
Over there, it's disrespectful. Here, it's cool.
Yeah.
I do have an American flag that flies outside my my house proudly, but it's in pretty good shape now. We did have one there when we moved in. It was a little tattered, a little dirty, and I felt weird about washing it. Like, I didn't know if you could wash a flag because it'd just been out in the elements, and it just had kind of mildew on it from trees and stuff, and the water coming off the trees, like it stains your shingles, the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I just didn't feel it was respectful to wash it, so I just folded it up and it's in the house.
By the way, so in Ocala, if anyone is interested, it's at the main entrance of the police headquarters, 402 South Pine Street in Ocala.
No, really?
Kind of neat.
Yeah, it is kind of neat. I've never heard of anything like that.
I do have an old one. It's like I have it in a plastic bag, in a closet. It's like
Any special meaning, though? I mean, did it come from anything?
Not with that one. The one I fly now that I have now actually flew over Afghanistan in the beginning of the campaign 20 years ago.
How did you get that?
It was a listener who was serving over there and took a bunch of flags and then and brought them back and gave it to each of us on the file at the time.
Wow.
And it also turns out, according to the texting service at 77031, if you can't make it to Ocala, your local Boy Scout troop can do that for you, and any old VFW, which
I did not know that either.
Don't sleep on a good party at a VFW.
50-cent beers.
I'm telling you what, strong AF with some pretty good tunes.
Where's this? How do I get 50-cent beers?
Cannot.
What do you mean I can't?
You got to go serve in war. Go enlist.
VFW is veteran of 4 or more.
Okay, yeah, so I can't. I won't.
You have to go in as a guest. You have to have somebody.
Yeah.
You have to go in. It's like a club. So you find somebody that fought in a foreign war, and then you can go in there and drink with them.
All right.
And I got to tell you, you're going to fit right in.
Actually, service.
They would love you.
They would actually love you as much as
they
you know
would love you.
and appreciate like World War II and stuff and the history from the World Wars. They would probably absolutely adore every minute with you.
I mean, I would walk in overdosing on curiosity.
Yeah.
Of just so many questions I would have too many questions. So
What's it like to kill a man?
I wouldn't ask that.
That's the number one thing you get asked somebody that went into war, especially Vietnam, right?
I did just watch an entire interview with somebody who described taking someone's life over in Afghanistan and how just much of a mind F that was for him. And I'm sure it's a person-to-person thing. Some people enjoy it. Some people don't.
A lot of those cultures, some of those cultures will use women and children. And unfortunately, as weapons, they'll weaponize them. And that's where a lot of the people that I encountered from the Persian Gulf War and the other wars in the Middle East is they just could not believe how disposable the lives of young children and women were, and how cowardly the men were to send women and children in to do their dirty work while they sat off to the side in safety.
Wow.
Like how unbelievably cowardly and what a pissant way to live your life. Have a woman deliver a bomb for you, have a child do that so you can sit back and do your duty.
Hey, we're watching it in real time.
Yeah. It's a mess.
Texters at 77031 are also giving reports that like Townhouse Diner in Oviedo collects used flags. Also, I think Post 19 on Lee Road. I guess that's a VFW. But someone else says Ace Hardware does it as well.
Really?
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me, though. Tools is great. So Seminole County's got an interesting thing happen there. We've talked to Nicole Dupre about this. We've talked to Sheriff Dennis Lima about this for sure, but there's a really interesting concept from Sheriff Lima out there. I don't know if you guys know this. Through the pandemic, overdoses have gone through the blinking roof up there. 73 OD deaths in Seminole County alone this year. Just to give you an idea, in 2020, I think the most for the entire year was 80. So we're already at 73, and we're not even to September yet. And last year, and all of 2020, which was the wheelhouse of the first wave of the pandemic, still only had 80 recorded overdose deaths. And they're seeing an unprecedented amount of that. And what Sheriff Lima is starting to stress is that, even though all the officers are carrying Narcan, there's just simply not enough for the people who are ODing, whether it be accidentally, whether it be, I don't know that it always has to be an accidental overdose, right? Not unless you're trying to commit suicide.
Right.
So every overdose is accidental. But this is what he thought, and this is what he says. Basically, he thinks that eventually, and this is just me paraphrasing, of course, but how I read this, he thinks that private citizens should be carrying Narcan.
Well, here's the problem with that. You remember we were just talking about supply chain issues and products that are running in short supply? We dealt with this last week when the city of Orlando and then the city of Winter Parks came out and asked residents, please immediately conserve water because we're running out of liquid oxygen. Narcan is another one of those that's becoming dangerously close to becoming very difficult to come by, even for first responders.
And Deb, really, that could be what's leading to this, because what he's basically saying is is if you have somebody in your family you know is predisposed to have one of these issues, maybe they're in rehab, maybe you know they're a known user, that you as a family member, a friend, whatever the case may be, maybe even a coworker for that matter, should possibly think about investing in carrying a Narcan injector or nasal injector with you at all times, because the officers don't have enough time or Narcan to get to you, and and maybe they won't have it when they get there. So as a friendly, if we knew that we had a family member that we were around frequently that had one of these problems, they're saying, hey man, much like an inhaler for asthma, or much like your Advil for your headaches.
Or what about an EpiPen if you get a bee sting or you eat a peanut?
They're saying that Narcan, this is what Dennis Lima says, is Narcan should be part of your lexicon of medical treatments for family members. So now it shouldn't be just Band-Aids and gauze and Neosporin and stuff like that, that you probably need to start adding Narcan to that, just simply because they just can't get to everybody. And it makes more sense that a family member be able to apply this and then call emergency authorities after the fact, because basically it's just a nasal spray. Somebody's ODing, you stick this thing up there like you would, what are those?
Flonase.
Flonase, let it rip, and back to life you come.
Wow.
That's how bad it is in Seminole County. They want the general public to carry them. And they're saying they're very easy to use. But he's like, look, man, we can't save everybody. You can't ask our officers to save everybody. There could be multiple situations where you're showing up and there are multiple OD scenarios with fentanyl on board. Now the officers have to be very careful, because if that stuff even touches you, you can start ODing.
Well, that's the other issue, though, for public citizens carrying this. It was different when it was, quote unquote, just the opioid epidemic. But when dealers started mixing fentanyl, with everything to, make these drugs stretch. Now you're looking at potentially someone from the public trying to do good by saving someone's life with Narcan and, unsuspecting touching fentanyl.
I didn't know it was OTC. Did you guys know Narcan was OTC?
Yes.
You can just go to a pharmacy right now and buy Narcan. I did not know that. I thought you had to get a prescription for it or something like that, which doesn't make sense really, but you can get it right over. Matter of fact, it says here in the story, the pharmacist will actually even show you how to apply it. If you need them to, so that if there's a situation, you can come to the rescue.
And a big part of that was because they didn't want friends of people who were overdosing to not get the Narcan because, well, I don't want my name, if something happens, I don't want to be in trouble for getting this. So they're like, no, don't worry about it. Just get the Narcan. We'll deal with the effects afterwards.
And there were people doing Narcan parties, like ODing on purpose to be brought back to life with this stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was the other issue.
Yeah, Jack, 407-916-1041.
We have John on line 1 who works, I believe, as a paramedic.
Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
Hey, guys, love the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. No, real quick, this is something that I'm hearing for the first time. I'm driving home from work, and it's kind of one of those things where I don't think we're realizing the side effects of Narcan after you administer it to a patient that's OD'd. You're basically killing their buzz. I've been socked in the face by a patient that has OD'd, and they're pissed off because you killed my high. So I think we're not taking that fully into effect, and I think that's a little egregious for Sheriff Lima to expect that of the citizens of Seminole County.
Maybe expect is a silly word, and hopefully I didn't mislead you there. Thanks for your call, John. What he's saying, what he's basically saying is, if you have somebody around you,
right,
that uses, and you feel that there could be a situation that they could not control, it would be better for you to have one on board than have to wait for a paramedic to get there, because those minutes could be vital to the person's brain life. But he is right, though. We've heard stories of addicts who got there and then were woken back up and were pissed off because you wrecked their high.
Right.
That's rare, though.
Sometimes people get angry even if you're trying to save their life.
Yeah.
Tell someone to wear a mask.
Yeah.
A couple of people have texted at 77031 saying, we keep it in our cars as good Samaritans. Someone else texted saying, I'd like it to add it to the trauma kit I carry with me, and if we knew the cost and the shelf life. And someone else texted and said, if you're prescribed an opioid medication, you're automatically prescribed Narcan with it.
That's crazy.
I have never heard that. But
yeah, I haven't either. And by the way, it's about $40 a dose. So I think it's about $40 for one of the sprayers that you get. And I don't know how many applications that is. But I don't know how.
I think it's a one.
Is it a one?
I think it's a one. Yeah.
Oh my God, it seems so cheap to come back to life.
I know. For $40, you get to live again.
It's like a Jello shot. It's one and done.
Yeah, all right. 407-916-1041. Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel is up next.
The only thing we ask, make it good. Please. 407-916-1041. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Klausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Klausman Law.
We're still looking at really heavy traffic heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polkline Road. It's also busy between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound steady between Princeton Street and Lee Road, and also between Comroy Road and OBT. And we're still seeing slow traffic north on 429 between Colonial Drive and Plant Street. The Beach Line 408 up to speed. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has amazing prices for everything on your back-to-school list. Now Staples comp books, 2-pocket poly folders, 24-pack of Crayola crayons, and an 8-pack of Pep Rally No. 2 pencils are just 50 cents each. Offer ends 9/18/21, limit 30, prices vary online.
Do you experience red, itchy, and often a burning sensation in your eyes when you wear your contact lenses? Well, you could be a sufferer of contact lens intolerance, aka CLI. And CLI symptoms are more common than you think. Many people experience eye pain and discomfort for years before they discover the issue. That's why it's awesome to have the Filatowski Eye Institute right here in town. They can certainly help. As recognized leaders in vision correction surgery, the Filatowski Eye Institute will help identify your issue and then recommend the best options for you. And it's easy. Simply text 1041 to 868686. Do that right now. Schedule that vision correction consultation. It's so easy. Again, text 1041 to 868686 for the Filatowski Eye Institute.
Response to International Diamond Center's Summer of Savings event has been incredible, but this is it, the final days. You have until August 31st to take advantage of the year's most attractive offer. Get IDC's amazing value price and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. And as a special bonus, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It's incredible, and everything's included. GIA certified diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, thousands of engagement rings, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, pendants, bands, bracelets, the largest selection ever. Get her that $3,000 diamond band and pay just $84 a month. Or if you prefer, you can get an instant 25% savings on all wedding bands during this incredible event. But there's just one catch. This spectacular Summer of Savings event ends Tuesday, August 31st at 6 p.m. and will not be extended. So hurry, pick any item, take advantage of 3 years 0 interest financing, and let IDC even cover your first 2 payments. Now through the end of August only, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Fence Outlet has the largest selection of fencing options in the state with over 400,000 square feet of showroom and warehouse space. Get 0% financing for 12 months for your gorgeous new fence. Book your appointment online today. Go to fenceoutlet.com. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Bridgewater is a new fiction podcast starring Supernatural's Misha Collins, Teen Wolf's Melissa Ponzio, and Castle's Nathan Fillion. It's a place closer than you think and far stranger than you can imagine, where monsters roam freely, where the past doesn't stay buried, where you never know what's lurking around the corner.
I think there's a lot that we don't know about. Monsters, wormholes, witchcraft. This is a strange place, this part of the country.
Listen to Bridgewater on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Make this the summer of Ram with the only truck brand to win Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 years in a row. Right now, well-qualified returning FCA lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab 4x2 for $299 a month for 36 months with $2,999 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra, no security deposit required. Call 1-877-RAM-5722 for details. Requires dealer contribution at least through Chrysler Capital. Current lease must end by 8/31/2022. Extra charge for miles over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 8/31/2021.
If you need a roof, don't pay more, pay less with Parliament Roofing. Nobody beats Parliament Roofing's prices. And if they can't get you approved, no one can. Call now for your free estimate with payments starting as low as $135 per month. Call pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Roof Me Now and get $500 off your new roof. That's pound 250 and say the keyword Roof Me Now for $500 off your new roof. Pound 250 Roof Me Now. Parliament Roofing. Nobody puts a quality roof on for less. Nobody.
Tools help us tackle all kinds of challenges. The same goes for financial tools, like an Amscot Cash Advance. Up to $500 when you need it, with no credit check. Get started at amscott.com. Amscott. Some restrictions apply.
If you've been thinking, it's probably time to change my oil, you're probably right. So head to Advance Auto Parts and grab an oil change bundle. 5 quarts of Mobil 1, Valvoline, Castrol, or Pennzoil Full Synthetic Oil, and a qualifying premium oil filter for just $37.99. And right now, when you choose a Castrol Edge bundle, you also get Grime Boss wipes free. Advance your auto at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
When I lost my Chase debit card, I was like... But I locked my card on my Chase mobile app, and that feels like... That's what security feels like. Card locked.
Check and lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Learn more at chase.com/banking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Enroll in Chase online or on the Chase mobile app. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
No matter the challenges, we were there with a stronger, more reliable energy grid.
When our community struggled, we were there with flexible payment arrangements and other support.
And as the sun comes out, bringing the promise of a brighter tomorrow, we will still be here.
With energy that's reliable, affordable, and cleaner than ever, we're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders. I'm Baratunde Thurston, host of Force Multiplier, a new podcast about leveling up the impact we can have on the world through our relationships. Whether we're talking about health inequity, nutrition insecurity, or racism, I sit with leaders from across the public, private, and nonprofit worlds who are forging partnerships to take action on some of the toughest challenges facing us today. iHeartRadio is #1 for podcasts, and it's easy to see why. Find Force Multiplier on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for joining us on this Wednesday afternoon as we move through another blustery, hot-ass week here in Central Florida. It has been a steamy one for sure. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is here.
Hello.
Jack is as well. And Ross joins us, too. We'll have trivia here in about, 25, 30 minutes. We'll have Ross thoughts at the top of the hour. Last call.
Got a proposal for you and Jack.
Very good. Every single Wednesday around this time, we invite our good friend Scott Maxwell to drop by. He writes for the Orlando Sentinel. You can read his stuff Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And, of course, his Twitter account is a must, Scott_Maxwell on Twitter. Scott, how are you, buddy?
I am doing spectacular, especially now that you started with that wonderful song by the Spinners.
You like that, huh?
Oh, I used to listen to some of that.
Buddy, I'm a disco freak. I am the first one to admit I love disco music.
I would order those albums, and I do mean albums, off the TV. When I'm going to get the Car Wash and the Rubber Band Man.
And by the way,
Dancing Queen.
I am currently in a search for all of those great 70s disco music. The only one I have right now is I have Taste of Honey, which has Boogie Oogie Oogie. Remember that song?
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah,
yes.
That whole album is good as hell, by the way. I found it in one of these thrift shops, and I was like, I'm gonna make it a point to get every major disco album that I love into my collection. It's going to probably take about 50 records and cost me about $7.
And let me just tell you, the Ross Padgetts of the world, let me get on my old man soapbox. They didn't appreciate that you'd save up your money, you'd buy your vinyl record, and then if you were dumb enough to scratch that thing, it's over.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
done.
You're done.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over my childhood use of Napster.
Oh, so digital.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You would use Napster, you would use LimeWire, and then your computer would have lung cancer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
quick, like, too. Oh, your memory's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So bad.
I remember the first time I used LimeWire. I mean, I was like peeking back the curtains because I'd heard that like the feds would come down on you if you were doing that.
Let me tell you what,
your door.
I used to Pshaw that. I used to hear that and go, man, how could they possibly figure it out? And then Code Black talked to me about it.
Yeah.
And
really?
And Code Black talked to me about it. He says, "Oh yeah, buddy, listen, they can find you. Don't worry about it one bit. You probably don't need to do that. And if you do that, you better know how to do it, bouncing it off like 40 routers all through Singapore and stuff." But and even
I didn't do that. I got a neon sign that said "doing illegal crap here."
Yeah.
With the big arrow.
Oh yeah, dude.
House. Yeah.
It's bad news. He said toward the end of that thing, they could find you pretty quickly. It was scary. He goes, "I don't know how." He didn't know how. 407-916-1041. So, Scott, listen, man, some interesting things going on. Anything up there for you that you want to chat about? Because I have something I want to ask you.
No, let's just get to what you want to talk about.
Because
it's all about you.
All about the same. Come on. Don't say stuff like that, because these guys will tear me apart about it. Okay, so and to be honest with you, I got to get my picture here on the thing. So earlier this week, I think it was Monday, I had written a question down this weekend to ask you guys or to ask the show and to ask our listeners, because I really wasn't sure. And oddly enough, I said we were going to do the same thing with women, and it was so much easier for me to come up with an answer for that. But the question I have for you is, in as you see it right now, what does the modern man look like to you? And the reason I ask is because, you and I, specifically, and Jack for sure, can look back in our history through our childhoods, and I bet if I could name a decade, you could probably name me somebody from either the movies or music or film or whatever that was considered the definition of man. John Wayne, for the longest time, if you asked somebody from another country what America was, they would say it's John Wayne. A big old dude who rides the ranch on his horse and shoots his gun and does his hunting and, loves his country and that whole thing. And I think that pretty much held fast for a long time. And I would say that you probably could say that a lot of countries still probably believe that America is represented by a guy like John Wayne. But we also know that going through the 60s, that changed a lot. The 50s had your stereotypical man comes home with briefcase, suit, met at the front door by the ever-loving housewife and kids, where he can grab a smoke, get himself in some dinner, and then get right to bed and do the whole thing over again. And then in the 60s, it changed a lot. 70s, it changed. 80s became a little bit more about me. 90s, it was weird. So I ask you, Scott, what do you think the modern man looks like?
I think it's a good question. And I love the fact that Ross brought up a topic that sort of melted your mind for about 2 or 3 hours, if I understood correctly.
Yeah, really. It was inspired by what Ross was saying, because, Ross, when you look at it, I think Ross is a 32-year-old man. So when I look at Ross as a 32-year-old man in the year 2021, do I think that's what a 32-year-old man should look like? Or is that perception what we think most men should be at 32 years old?
I think maybe with more shampoo. Yes, I think that is...
It's been a couple of days. I'm not going to lie. It's been a couple of days.
So I think you are right about the evolution. And when I was listening to you talk about that, of sort of where we started in just the 50s for sake of this conversation to where we are now, I think that's sort of the ideal version of that modern man. And I'm definitely not saying I've got it nailed down, is some sort of combination of that. Like, he's got the open-mindedness and empathy of a millennial, but he's also got himself a damn job, like a solid job, a 40-hour-a-week 401k, going to put the kids through college. I think he's got the means and the ability to pick up a dinner check, but he's not going to get bent out of shape if she wants to pick up the dinner check.
I'm nailing it.
And the other thing too is, like, we were trying to sum up a word or two that we thought, kind of could define that, what a man's role is, because I think even now that's blurred in the American family, or maybe just in the American lexicon altogether, what a man represents in the context of a family. And we were trying to, I think just, courage, the ability to put your family behind you in a time of need and go, hey, look, I've got this. I'm going to put this on my shoulders and walk it through. But, we had a lot of different iterations of that, because, my wife has done that for my family a number of times when we all hit the bricks. She's put us all on her shoulders and walked us through. So I don't even know if that applies.
Yeah, I think we're taught wrong. I mean, you and I both grew up in the South. I probably had it a little bit different, in that I probably grew up a little bit more privileged. I'll let you a little behind the Maxwell curtain. I grew up doing all of the or the Gone with the Wind type crap. I was debutante, cotillion, did all that kind of stuff, and there are some. Went to college and joined a fraternity. All those things where you are taught very much to respect women, but when the guys weren't respecting them in front of people, they were also maybe date raping them.
Which is bad.
It was sort of, there was some ugly scene. I made some good friends. I made some lifelong friends in my fraternity, and I discouraged my son from ever joining a fraternity. I think that what those things represented 20 years ago are not the same values today that they espouse, at least in some cases. I still think we have problems there. When you talk about toxic masculinity, which I think is how you talk about it, I think like my son's generation, they're getting it from a different place. I think rap music, urban music is still really rough on that front.
Oh, yeah.
I try to be very open-minded to what my son's listening to, but man, everyone's a hoe who needs to suck my, all that kind of stuff. And I've tried to have conversations. YouTubers, the Nelk Boys, and Steve will do it. If you're watching any of these guys, I mean, they live this total wet dream of a life for a teenage boy that's basically meant to say, try to make millions of dollars so you can have literally, and I do mean literally, a line of women at every city in the world, from Cancun to Prague, lined up to be there for you.
Yeah.
I think we have to sort of battle that. I think it comes in a different fashion than it used to when it was John Wayne or Bruce Willis or Rhett Butler.
But it's weird because the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake Paul, they were those YouTube guys who were the kind of the broed out guys. But it's weird that masculinity is so different because the masculinity of bros is all about puffing up, looking like a badass. And the masculinity of men in my era was pay your bills, make sure that your power doesn't get turned off, make sure your kids are clean when they get to school. Those were the important things, even for young men who are starting families back when I grew up. But that does not really exist now. Matter of fact, I don't know that a lot of men now really care about having families. They just want to go out there and just super serve themselves.
Yeah, and I think that's also a product of our economic environment. We've made it very difficult to cobble together a living. When you and I were growing up, and Deb and Jack, when our parents were growing up, one parent could have a middle-class job. They could work on a factory line or somewhere else, and they would have enough money to not only buy a house, to put away money for college, and there'd be a pension waiting for them when they were done with their life, to live on retirement with ease. By the way, we are so far removed from that. We're at a place, particularly in a place like Florida, where couples are having to work two jobs each to make ends meet. Bringing a kid into the world, Ross, just screwed up. Bringing a kid into the world just makes it a whole lot harder. With all that stuff. But I got to tell you, Jim, you said one other thing that really resonated with me, and that is that I think your view of manhood and what it's like to be a good man changes when you have kids. And I will never forget one of the best pieces of advice a woman told me. She had she and her husband were on a long drive. Their kids were in the back seat, and her husband started getting a little testy, as we all do. All spouses get testy. And he started talking down to her a little bit, snapping at her a little bit. And she turned to him and she said, "Just so you're aware, you are right now teaching your daughter how she should expect to be treated by the rest of the men in her life."
Amen.
Oof.
And I thought that was just great advice.
That's a gut punch.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where you immediately look into the rear view and start judging yourself.
And the beautiful thing is that mother realized that nothing she will ever say or do will untrain what she learned from her father.
There you go. That's right. And it's the same way with the kids, with the sons. I struggle with that, frankly, even more, Jim. You have an incident where, some jerkwad, I don't know, cuts you off in line or in traffic. And every instinct is I want to puff up my peacock chest for my son and show him, I'm going to be a man, put that in quotes, and not let anybody push me around. But I also know good and damn well that there's a good chance that guy's got a Colt 45 and going to blow my brains off. And that's not the message I should be. So the point is, I struggle with that definition a lot.
It's funny. My son's like an MMA guy. He's, got a little that machismo thing in him. He likes to compete and stuff. And we've had situations like that before. And, watching me try to just negotiate a situation rather than just immediately puff up on it was really odd for him to understand. Because I'm a bigger guy and I can take care of myself. So, he always thinks that, or he thought for a while that, hey, when you have a situation like that, men just attack it with physical bruteness. They don't really talk it out. But I saw one of the most interesting little clips on Facebook the other day. I was kind of scrolling through, and it was it was so stereotypical kind of Marine, hulky, jar-headed, kind of square-headed dude, ripped with tattoos everywhere, looked to be in his like early 50s, and he's having a conversation. It's bringing the sound up, and he's a former Navy SEAL with so many accreditations to service, it is nauseating. I mean, the guy's been in every dire scenario, fighting in the mud and muck against people can't even see or nose. You know, every situation you figure the SEALs get sent into, that we know one of every 100 that they do, right? And he was asked, what do you do if you're confronted? Because when you're a SEAL and you look like this, naturally people want to try you. They want to, they want to say, hey, I'm going to take out the SEAL. I can say I whooped the SEAL's ass the whole 9 yards. What do you do when somebody comes up and gets mouthy? He looks at the guy and he goes, what are you kidding? I run. He goes, what are you kidding? I run. I turn and run away. I don't know what that guy's got going on. I don't know if he's got a knife or a gun. I don't know if he's got a baseball bat or he just got divorced or what's going through his life. And what do I get from it? I'm a Navy SEAL. I stomped this guy's ass and I beat up a guy in a bar as a Navy SEAL. He goes, I get myself away from it because I can't achieve anything else with a knife wound to the liver or neck or a baseball bat to the side of the head or him and 4 of his boys that I don't know are shooting pool right behind me attack me from behind. I turn and I run because I can't control that scenario, and that's what smart people do. And to hear somebody that hulking and obviously completely able to take care of himself in those situations, almost movie-like, it was really refreshing to hear him go, I run, because it's the smartest thing to do, to get away from a scenario that you can't control or don't know anything about. It has nothing to do with machismo. It has everything to do with being smart.
I often find myself thinking of the ways I don't want to die. And I don't want to die because I decided to get, mouthy with the guy who flipped me the bird at the corner of Corinne and, Glenridge.
I got to tell you, I got the best lesson in my life about living in this city, and I don't think I was here for 3 weeks. I'll tell you, this is a dead true story. When I came here from the small town, it was a culture shock to begin with, just simply because of the people and the traffic. You could drive around the entire town I'm from in like 6 minutes. That's 2 stoplight waits at one, at a mildly busy intersection here in Orlando. And I remember being in traffic, and there I was, mullet, no shirt.
My man.
You can draw the picture, right? I don't even think I had shoes on.
This is hot.
I was at Hastings and Silver Star over in Pine Hills Road. And I remember a woman pulled out in front of me in a Cutlass Supreme. And it was painted gold, and it was on spinners, and it was the whole 9 yards, right? The whole ride, right? It was actually a cool looking car. But she took forever to pull out, and I was wanting to get in this turning lane. And I hit my horn a couple times. I'm like, come on, man, let's effing go, right? I pulled up beside her, chrome-plated 45, pointed right at me. And I remember at that point, that's when I learned my very important lesson. I'm like, hey, my bad, no problem. She goes, I know, no problem. And then she laid it down, and I found out later she was somebody in Pine Hills you didn't mess with. And actually, I ran into her years later at a reggae promotion that I was printing stuff for down the road. I found out she was in the game, like in the game. But that's how quickly that could have turned. Yeah. I mean, just boom, two words at the wrong place, wrong time to the wrong person who ain't having it. It's all done. You got to be smart.
And that's a tough lesson to share with your kid who's grown up watching, whether it's Bruce Willis or John Wayne. That's not always the smart way to go.
Or any movie in the 80s.
Yeah. Virtually
any movie in the 80s for sure. What else?
But Deb's just got a look of amusement listening to all us talk about.
Deb actually had some of that. I know you listen to some of the podcasts. I think Deb had some of those pointed comments in the entire segment the other day when we were talking about it, because our perspective of machismo and manhood is considerably different than what women see. Well, and the crazy thing is we all think we're doing it to attract you.
Well, what's crazy is that you guys are really doing it to appeal to each other. You're really not thinking about how it appeals to women. You're not. It's just like, people say women dress up for other women. They don't dress up for men. That can be true. And I think the same is said. Machismo doesn't come from women. It comes from your boys fist bumping you and going, yeah, you're the man. You're the man.
Got to keep your cred.
Got to keep your cred and your reputation. You don't do it for women.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't do it for
women. I buy that. But to bring it back a little bit lighter about guys encouraging the modern man, that I think is another way it's really changed. I mentioned this to Jim, like sort of manscaping is in now, right?
I know.
Like tough guys go and get their back waxed together.
Yeah,
they're back. I mean,
when did that start? I don't know.
Manny petties, man. Like ranchers out there getting pedicures.
How about those
I think
razors?
you were threatening me with a pedicure right before the
we're gonna do
pandemic
it.
struck. I got some funky feet. You don't want that.
Oh, they've seen it. They've seen it.
Oh, trust me, buddy. They've seen it.
And the manscaping of the nether regions is crazy to me for a man to be doing.
I have mine shaved into a heart.
Jack?
I'm a spade. Jack, are you a diamond?
No, we're good.
All right.
I get mine bedazzled.
It's a club.
Do you really?
You know, that was a thing.
I was thinking about doing that to the boys, but
they will bedazzle them.
Well, that's what's up. Your guy goes down to the disco.
Yeah.
There you go. We could turn that into a disco ball.
Don't want to dance under that, though. Yikes. All right, Scott, as always, we want to leave on that note.
Yeah, right.
Good seeing you.
We ended on landing strips, so thanks for that.
Just like how we rehearsed.
Wednesdays,
Landing
Thursdays.
strips. Okay, Maxwell.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can read it. He's a smart guy. He writes words and stuff, and sometimes even in a sense where you can read them and they mean things. Oh, by the way, before we go anywhere, how did you like that the conviction the other day of the guy connected to Artilles?
Yeah, right.
Ooh, that's fun. That's gonna get bad. And did you see all of a sudden the FDLE, who's been ignoring the case for a year, said they'd open an investigation? I know one windbag who might have something to say about that in Sunday's paper.
Okay, good. We'll read that. All right, pick him up on
that windbag.
Pick him up on Twitter as well, Scott_Maxwell. Scotty's always have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Congratulations, Big Shot.
You got Big Shot.
Yeah, Big Shot.
You get so bored with it, don't you?
I didn't.
I bet when he hangs up, he's the most arrogant guy in all of Orange County.
Scott claims he was not aware that he is the 2021 big shot that's not a politician, as voted by the readers of the Orlando Weekly. He wasn't aware until we broke that news to him.
Yo,
today.
that's how big shot he is.
Yeah.
So bored.
I'm done with you people. Thank you.
He's so bored with it. Look how bored he is with it.
I know.
Look, he just blew us off.
Oh, you're unwashed masses.
Get out of here. Get a haircut.
Your refuse.
Stupid hippie.
All right. Take care, guys.
We'll see you later, buddy. All right. 407-916-1041.
You guys are trying to out-pop each other, weren't you? Congrats.
I mean, I don't know that I enjoy anybody's company a whole lot more than that guy. He's a pretty good conversation. And let me tell you what, that brother can drink. Let me tell you, did something funny. I should not bust him out a little bit like this. I don't know that there's anything that guy likes more than just sitting and drinking bourbon and playing cards. We sat on my front porch so many times at Baldwin Park, just chugging away cigars and talking about being dads and what bastards our kids were.
Memories. Good times.
Can't wait.
They're all good now. All right, back in a second with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Trivia, load them up, guys.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
Great news out of Indy. Carson Wentz is back. The former number 2 overall pick returned to practice after missing some time during training camp as he recovered from foot surgery. Originally, he was expected to be sidelined between 5 and 12 weeks, but now Wentz says he expects to play week 1 of the regular season against the Seahawks. The Colts would love to have him back under center against Seattle. They think this team is Super Bowl ready. And I'm Chris Collinsworth.
Staples Connect has amazing prices for everything on your back-to-school list. Right now, Crayola 12-count colored pencil bonus packs, 10+2 marker bonus packs, and Staples pencil boxes are just 97 cents each. Offer ends 9/18, limit 30. Prices vary online.
Rebath does one thing very, very well. They get that terrible bathroom that you hate every time you walk by it. You give it a little bit of a cursing. It's green, it's gold, it's mauve, it's from the 70s, it stinks, it's falling apart, and it really is taking down your entire home, especially holiday season when you want to have people over for Thanksgiving or Christmas, but you're so embarrassed because your guest bathroom really just doesn't look great, doesn't complement your property. These guys can turn all of that around for you. Rebath only does bathrooms, and they do it all. Once you hire these guys, you're done. Even for materials, natural stone, marble, travertine cut perfectly in all those colors you love, toilets, tubs, lighting, cabinetry, tile. It's all right there. You get to choose it out. Their design team will work hand in hand with you to come up with the idea that you like for your bathroom. Then they install it. It takes 4 or 5 days. They do it with the same guys every single day, and then they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. You can't lose. And you can actually even see the products beforehand. 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. That is where the showroom is. Walk in, look at those models. That's just an idea of what they can do with these products. They're going to build you a custom bathroom you're going to love. Again, look at those before and afters, man, at rebathmidfla.com.
Come experience the sights, sounds, and tastes of Impressionist-era France in a fully immersive experience called Lasting Impressions, only at the Dr. Phillips Center. Here, new 3D LED technology and classical music transport you into famous masterpieces by Monet, Renoir, Van Gogh, and more. This unique event is more than a show, combining art, music, and wine for a full sensory experience. Enjoy Lasting Impressions August 13th through September 26th. Get tickets now at drphillipscenter.org.
If you're from Orlando, you know how we do food in the City Beautiful. We waffle our chicken in Metro Diner, udon our noodles at Bento Asian Kitchen, and ye can always find the golden tenders at PDQ. That's why there's DoorDash. Get food from every neighborhood in Orlando. Food so good, it'll make you happier than that other happy place in town. Download the DoorDash app now to find your local favorites, made by Orlando. Order on DoorDash.
Look, staying healthy isn't easy. Watching your diet, hitting the gym, avoiding stress. But a good night's rest helps boost your overall health and wellness. And it couldn't be easier. The new Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses and automatically adjusts to keep you both effortlessly comfortable. The result? You wake up ready for anything. Proven quality sleep is life-changing sleep. It's the biggest sale of the year where all smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the new Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I want to break free.
Ready to break free? Make your dream vacation a reality with Norwegian Cruise Line and sail to the Caribbean, Europe, and more. With our leading health and safety program, you can cruise with the ultimate freedom and confidence. Book today and enjoy 30% off all cruises, free open bar, and much more. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Offer ends soon. Norwegian Cruise Line. Sail safe, feel free. Ships registry the Bahamas and USA. Restrictions apply.
Response to International Diamond Center's Summer of Savings event has been incredible, but this is it, the final days. You have until August 31st to take advantage of the year's most attractive offer. Get IDC's amazing value price and spread your payments over 3 years with 0 interest. And as a special bonus, IDC will even cover your first 2 payments. It's incredible, and everything's included. GIA certified diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, thousands of engagement rings, designer jewelry, colored gemstones, pendants, bands, bracelets, the largest selection ever. Get her that $3,000 diamond band and pay just $84 a month. Or if you prefer, you can get an instant 25% savings on all wedding bands during this incredible event. But there's just one catch. This spectacular Summer of Savings event ends Tuesday, August 31st at 6 p.m. and will not be extended. So hurry, pick any item, take advantage of 3 years 0 interest financing, and let IDC even cover your first 2 payments. Now through the end of August only, and only at International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations on approved credit.
Business is built on connections. And with Square, you can connect every side of your business with tools that all work together. From your customers and your sales to your staff and your schedules, everything is in sync. So you can get a head start on shaping what's to come. See how Square can help connect every side of your business by visiting square.com/go/connect. That's square.com/go/connect.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell can help guide you through all aspects of divorce. Let us be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
This year full of real radio is brought to you by Klausman Law. Car crash? Call Glenn Klausman. KlausmanLaw.com.
Still showing the world every aspect of your life on social media? Yep, us too. Find Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Take us wherever you go using the iHeartRadio app. You can also stream the show easily every day, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and that YouTube channel. We'd love a little subscribe there. I don't know how many followers we have now on YouTube. How many people there on YouTube channel, guys?
Can you check? I think it was at 1 billion last time.
It's at 1 billion?
I think it might be 2.
2 billion? It took us a while to get there.
Yeah.
Half of China and most of India.
It's like 700.
Yeah, we need to get to 1,000. Let's get 1,000 there. It'd be great. YouTube, The Jim Colbert Show for sure. Subscribe, we'd like that. Thank you very much. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deb is right there. Jack is here as well. Ross has the sauce jar.
Exact number is 765.
765, eh?
All aboard, because I have a beautiful pair of tickets to see Orlando City, which, if you do not know, is the single greatest 11 men to ever take a pitch. Greatest... What, was that weird? Where it's the single greatest soccer team in all of the world versus legit the worst team on this planet.
Which would be?
Straight scum. United. No, I'm kidding. It's Inter Miami, or as the French like to call them, Garbaggio.
So which team do you hate more, Atlanta United or Inter Miami?
Right now it's Inter Miami because we face them next.
Okay. I tried to get him to isolate that the other day. He would not.
Not really.
It's whoever we're playing that day he hates the most. I thought it was Atlanta, but...
Well, I mean, it's close. They're splitting hairs, but Inter Miami really pisses me off because they should be called FC Fort Lauderdale because that's where their stadium is. They don't play in Miami. I digress. Bottle it up.
Yeah,
Bottle it up.
Explain that to New York Giant fans.
Listen to the therapist. Bottle it up. August 27th, which is going down this weekend, baby, at Exploria Stadium, 8:30 p.m. game time. I really like the late kickoffs because that's when that stadium starts a-rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Also in the sauce jar, guys, it's the summer of stuff. Everybody loves the summer of stuff. That means if you win trivia, your name, phone number, going on a list. On that list, me and Jack will randomly choose 3 random people off said list, and then we are going to give them some of the best prizes this station has ever given away. Which prizes? I'm talking about a 70-inch television, random guy. That was definitely not me. I'm talking about a MacBook Pro. I'm talking about cha-chang, a PS5 bundle, which is not going to be found anywhere because somehow, some way, capitalism has failed us when it comes to next generation consoles. Bottle it up, and that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local with your move. It can be residential or commercial, and if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll get a discount. So book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Jim, back to you.
Thanks, Deb. Ross, who's first today, my friend?
Man, let's welcome Dolph.
Dolph, what's going on, man?
Oh, I'm doing good and getting better.
Right on, man. Want to play a little game with us?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Do you want to play a game?
All right, Dolph, pretty easy game here. I've got a question for you, 4 answers. One of them is a lie. If you find it, off to the sauce jar you go, and you're registered for the Summer of Stuff. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's
Here we go. On this day in 1961, singer, songwriter, recording artist
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, I love her.
Mariah. Damn it.
Actor.
Eddie Murphy.
Television star.
1961.
Zoe Deschanel.
2 massive country single decades apart.
Dolly Parton.
Reba McEntire.
His name, he's married to Faith Hill.
Mega famous daughter.
Keith Urban. No, daughter. Oh, Cyrus. Billy Ray Cyrus.
His hair started a revolution.
Oh, there you go, Jack.
Billy
Points.
Ray Cyrus was born on this day. Here are 3 fun things about Billy Ray Cyrus and one of a lie. Number 1, he owns a llama and emu ranch just outside of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Is that an emu?
Number 2, he went to Georgetown College on a baseball scholarship but dropped out to pursue music. Number 3, his father, Roy Cyrus, spent 11 terms in the Kentucky House of Representatives. And lastly, he was inspired to become a musician while attending a Neil Diamond concert. Which of those is a lie?
Ooh, Let me go with number 1.
Number 1 is the answer, buddy. Right off the bat, son of a bitch. I'm having a bad week.
No, he knew we were tight on time, so he's just helping out, Jimmy.
All right, number 1. You're a winner there, Dolph. Good luck, buddy. We hope you win something in the summer of stuff and enjoy the Orlando City soccer game as well. Yeah, he does not own a llama or emu ranch. By the way, very common in that area.
I would have thought he did.
He did go to Georgetown College. Now, not Georgetown as you know it. It's a smaller college, but he did go on a full baseball scholarship, played for 3 years, and then dropped out, and actually had a possibility of doing something in the minors. Don't know if he had ever made it to the majors, but he was a good athlete and a multi-sport athlete as well.
Well, it turns out all he needed was one song.
Right, that's right. His father, Roy Cyrus, spent 11 terms in the Kentucky House of Representatives. Didn't know that either until today. And he was inspired after going to a Neil Diamond show. He thought, that's exactly what I want to do for a living. And it's kind of funny because you think about it. I mean, Neil Diamond was kind of a shiny performer, right?
Yeah.
And lots of costumes and regalia. And Billy Ray was kind of the same way when he first started out. There was a little bit of that with him. I mean, a little
minus the sequins and the regalia.
His debut album. Here's a couple other things you may not know. And buddy, listen, when you start running through the stats with this guy, like you wonder why he's not talked about in higher regard. Really, his debut.
I think the answer is "Achy Breaky Heart." Jim.
His debut album, "Some Gave All," stayed in the top 10 country music chart for 43 weeks.
Damn.
How many other albums do you think did that?
3.
2.
1.
1 is the answer.
Hey.
Garth Brooks' "Rope in the Wind" is the only other album. And by the way, that's one of the best-selling albums ever, beyond genre. Some Gave All, also his other, was the only country music album ever to enter the Billboard country music charts at number 1. Ever.
Wow.
Ever. No other act, including Garth or George Strait or any of those guys, ever had an album enter the Billboard country charts at number 1. It debuted as the best-selling one and then stayed there for an entire summer, basically. And then lastly, in 1992, "Achy Breaky Heart" was the best-selling single in all of Australia. They love him. Australians absolutely love Billy Ray Cyrus. And this guy had lightning strike twice. He has that song, and then down the road he has Old Town Road,
right,
which
Nas.
is a gigantic, another massive, so this guy is like double one-hit wonders. And he also said, he goes, that show Hannah Montana ruined his life.
Really?
He said that show, if he could take back any one thing in his life, he would go back and erase every single thing they ever did. He said Hannah Montana destroyed his family and destroyed his life, and he hated every frame of doing it. He thinks it was the scourge of his life, Hannah Montana. The last thing you think would be.
Because it was such a good show.
But it was not like that at all. Apparently, I got to tell you, man, the more we learn about it, some of these old Disney shows, like the one that Shia LaBeouf was on, that's a big thing on Facebook and social right now. They're going through these old shows, and a lot of these sets were not like super cool sets. A lot of very oppressive family members on set all the time. Stage moms and whatnot. What's coming up for thoughts, buddy?
Guys, Jack, Jim, Deb, I need you on my side here. You gotta be pro Ross. I have a proposal for you too. I want to do something with Jack and Jim that you guys do all the time, and I am inviting myself.
Okay. So you're inviting yourself to something that we do.
Yeah, you can do that.
And we can say no, though, right? Back in a second with Ross Thoughts.
You can listen to the Monsters in the Morning on iHeartRadio, and now you can watch them every day on the new iHeart Monsters YouTube channel by going to monsters.fm and listen every weekday morning on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center, shop the rest, buy from the best, goldsmithjewelry.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues westbound on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road. It's also slow between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Eastbound busy too between Conroy Road and OBT, and also between Princeton Street and Lee Road. It looks like officials working to clear a broken water main that's affecting north and southbound travel on Pine Hills Road near Indian Hill Road. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World Resort.
Be a part of the magic Walt Disney World Resort is hosting a culinary and housekeeping job fair on August 24th and 25th. Available roles include great benefits like tuition assistance and childcare support. Visit waltdisneyworld.jobs/job fair to apply today.
Big Green Egg, the most versatile all-in-one cooker out there. My gosh, I love my Big Green Egg. The minute you get yours, you're going to love it as well. Not only can you smoke, not only can you cook at super high heat, you can even bake in a Big Green Egg. Tools Ace Hardware, of course, the largest Big Green Egg dealer here in Central Florida, carrying all 7 sizes of the Big Green Egg, as well as a gigantic selection of stands and tables to fit any lifestyle. Plus, they have accessories, rubs, marinades as well. They're awesome, and it is the perfect complement to any backyard or patio. Will be the centerpiece of your outdoor equipment. Mine has been for many, many years. Free assembly and delivery on all Big Green Egg grills in their delivery area. You can shop in-store at any of the 11 locations throughout Central Florida, and they're everywhere. Winter Garden, Claremont, Groveland, Oviedo, Winter Park, Maitland, you get the idea. You can find your location easily right now at toolsacehardware.com.
Find out just how much you can save on your monthly mortgage payments at rpfunding.com. I'm Robert Palmer, and I want to help you save thousands by refinancing your home loan and letting me pay your closing costs. Rates this low can't last forever, so lock in today. NMLS 70168, Equal Housing.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona. A last chance to keep playoff hopes alive. It's time to bring your friends and family to watch the drama unfold up close and in person. NASCAR comes to Daytona International Speedway August 27th and 28th. Tickets start at just $49. Get yours at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Financial strength means having the choices to do what's best for you. An Amscot Cash Advance could put up to $500 in your hand on the spot with no credit check when you really need it and for less than you might think. Amscot. Some restrictions apply.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Imagine you're on your way to work and then bam, your whole life changes. You're injured and now you have to fight for justice. Your opponent is not the driver of the car that hit you. It's their insurance company. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you're thinking about upgrading your yard area, you know what? Get a new fence. I mean, I'll tell you what, it changes the space so much. I just got a fence from Fence Outlet, and you can call them. You can set up an at-home free estimate. See what's right for you. You can stop by the store. They have got so many things for you to choose from. FenceOutlet.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/7/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell can help guide you through all aspects of divorce. Let us be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
One day you're serving in the military, and then the next day you come home and you're dealing with an injury.
Britton is in recovery from an addiction to prescription opioids.
My opioid misuse and need got so strong. Addiction is hard. You're not going to fix it on your own. You have to reach out for help. The recovery side of it is amazing. You get to a place where you're proud of yourself again.
If you or someone you know is struggling, there is hope. Recovery is possible. Visit cdc.gov/RxAwareness.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
When life-changing events happen, it helps to have an attorney on your side.
At those moments, Kramer Law is here to help take the burden off your shoulders. If you've been injured in an auto, truck, or motorcycle accident, Kramer Law is here to take care of you every step of the way. We charge you nothing unless we recover money for you. No matter what the legal issue, we're here to go to bat for you. Kramer Law. OneFirmForLife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the personal injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studio. Car accidents, other injuries, call pound 546 from your cell or visit whenyouneedus.com. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. One of the great songs from the 80s, man. Does not get enough credit. In excess. Great band. All right, welcome back. I am Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well. Let's get some Ross thoughts.
It's weird. It's funny.
Oh, man.
Sometimes it's Ross.
Smack it.
Spelled like sauce.
Pull it.
It's Ross Thoughts.
What are you doing?
Taste it and smell it. Guys, welcome to Ross Thoughts, where I try to hit up on all of your senses. Jack, Jim, me, Deb is pro Ross. Help me out here, Deb, because I want something that you guys do all the time.
Okay.
All right. This past weekend, I was down at the Hard Rock Casino.
No.
Gambling my face off.
Okay.
And I lost hundreds of dollars.
Ooh. Nice, buddy.
I'm kissing 3 Hondo, Jack.
Oh.
I lost $300, but guess what?
Ruined my day.
There was a point where I was up way more than like roughly. I was so drunk. I don't even know how much money I really threw down. I could check a bank account, but that's not fun.
No, it's not.
I don't want to live in that reality.
You don't.
Counting my negative dollars.
Kenny Rogers said not to do it.
Yeah, exactly. The book of Kenny Rogers. I think that's the 4th book in the Bible.
It is.
It's something like that.
Yeah. Kenny 3:16.
Kenny 3:16. So I go ahead. I gamble. I won a $75 blackjack hand, and right now, I'm like chasing that dragon.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I want to go gamble even more. And I don't want to just end it with blackjack, because let's face it, when you're super drunk, you're doing blackjack, the last thing you want to do is a bunch of simple math. The amount of times where I bust playing blackjack and the dealer took my cards away, I was like, I think you're wrong. In my mind, but I wasn't confident enough to be like, I think your math is wrong.
Probably a good thing.
I think I got a 21 there, when in reality I was like 34.
Right, yeah, sure, yeah.
You know, I was not doing good.
I got to tell you, as a rule, casino employees don't argue a whole bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't. They don't have to.
You know what I also found out?
What's that?
Is that I was blowing a cigar like a big boss daddy.
Really? In the casino?
In the casino?
I didn't think that was allowed.
I don't know if it is, because every time
boy.
I tried to walk up and try to gamble with said cigar, they did not let me gamble.
Oh, you can't sit at a table with a cigar, but you can smoke it walking around. I get it.
Yeah, I was walking around and I was just killing it.
That one I gave you?
Yeah.
That's goody.
It was a great one,
Yeah,
especially with a whole lot of tequila in my veins.
I got you.
So I'm gambling. I want to chase that dragon again. I think to myself, driving into work, where can I chase that dragon again? Where can I climb that mountain of winning money, losing money? And then I think, I've got 2 homies.
Oh God. I was wondering where this was going.
Guys, you guys have a poker night. I'm cool. I'm down. I'm like jazz. I'm jazz at a poker table. I know all the terms, but I know small blind, big blind, 25, 50.
Under the gun and the cutoff.
Bad beat.
Yeah.
Belly buster.
Got shot.
Little small toe.
Nut flush.
Nut flush. So.
Boat over boat.
Boat over boat, double boat, motorboat.
Ship it.
All the boats. Speedboat.
Send it, ship it.
That
raise.
Flop.
Four
Flip,
bet, flop. Yeah, turn. River.
Button.
Flop a set.
Board carts.
Flop the nuts.
Flop the nuts, nutty flops.
Yep.
I got them all.
You know all that, yeah.
So, I would like to call the calling station. See what I did there?
Right, that is a term. Calling station is a poker term.
Look at that.
There you go.
All right.
1 vote for Ross.
Okay. I need more than one vote here, Deb. You need to
I vote yes.
Look at Jack saying
there you
yes.
go.
I vote yes.
I want.
You voted yes to come to my card game?
For him?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on board with that.
Oh, no.
I want to rip through your charcuterie boards. I want to chug on some old fashions.
Let's talk about your friend Brack Jadshaw real quick.
Brack Jackshaw.
Let me talk about your friend Brack. Did you hear what Jack just said? Now, this is the beauty of Jack, right?
Yeah.
And this is why we're so happy he's back. The beauty of Jack is this. Jack says yes immediately. You think, oh, my God, this guy is the biggest pal ever. I'm asking to be invited to a card game. Usually you have to earn your way in. By the way, I tell people no to this card game all the time. People who actually know how to play, I tell them no because we have a set group of people, and until those people can't come, nobody else can come, right?
Yeah, they're not cool enough.
Well, and then Jack says, I'd love you to play. Jack doesn't care if you're there to play. Jack wants your money.
Jack
knows he can beat you because he's a better card player than you. Jack only wants you to show up to felt you.
Look at the clues.
What?
He was in a casino.
Yes.
Drank so much he couldn't do math.
Yes.
Gave away all his money.
Yeah.
All we have to do is put up with a smelly cigar, and we have to do that anyway.
In the world of competitive poker, you would be followed around in a casino.
You think
the sharks would get up and follow you to your table to take your money because it would be so easy.
You think I have gills? You think I'm
you're
just
a fish?
I am not a fish.
Matter of fact, I gotta tell you, you're so much of a fish. It would be no fun taking money from you.
Where's my dorsal fin? Do fishes have dorsal fins?
I don't know. Where is your dorsal fin?
I'm working on it.
Yeah. He was a terrible general.
I am a good. I think I could do this, and then I am politely asking.
Okay, so this is an official you asking to be invited to my next card game.
Hell yeah! What's the small blind, baby? What's the big blind? What's the flop? Show me the flop. Let me see the river.
You know what the buy-in is?
I know what it means.
No.
Oh.
What's the buy-in at my card game?
These aren't cheap.
I don't know.
What did you take? What did you take to Tampa? How much did you take to Tampa?
I think I lost close to $300.
$300.
There was a period of time where I was like upwards to $400, and then gambling happened.
So the buy-in at my game is $500.
$500.
By the way, $500, and then you get to reload table stakes. So that means if
I love stakes.
If somebody has doubled up a couple times, and and one person has $1,500 in front of them, that means you can actually buy in for $1,200, $1,500, which we do have a couple of players that'll do that.
This feels like a gut shot. Another poker term.
Yeah. Yeah, come on over, man. You can buy it for $500.
Well, here's the thing.
He does at least have his terminology down.
It's some of it.
Yeah, you guys think I'm just drowning. Well, guess what? This fish doesn't drown.
That fish, let me tell you something. You wouldn't make it to the first break. We would, you know why? Everybody at the table would be out to get you.
Yeah, that's fine.
It would be like when I play or when Code Black plays, everybody wants their money. Because it's just I talk a lot. So I'm trying to get people mad, and everybody wants to take me out.
I'm a one-man 300, Jim. Everyone's going to be coming after my chips. And guess what? They're not going to get my chips.
Ross, can I tell you something? Here's what I would like. I would like you to get some practice first.
Practice?
I don't really mind you coming to the house.
Practice?
But I need you to practice and play some because you slow the game down. It's going to piss me off. I'm going to run you out of there.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes I'm going to have to do some simple math. And I'm going to have to add.
No, it's the problem is we're continuing. Jack, what is
my favorite part of the game?
No,
when you berate every single player at the table.
No, what is my bane when I'm playing poker? What don't I like to do anywhere in my life?
Wait.
I don't like going slow. I don't like waiting on anything. I am very impatient. And people like you get real chatty because you want to be funny at the table and you slow the game down. If I have to look at you and say it's on you more than twice, we just collect your chips, pay you off, and get you out the door.
I don't think you can rob people in a game of poker. That's robbing someone.
No, it's not robbing you. It's cashing you out.
You off.
And here's the thing, Jim. If I wait and you get angry, I got you right where I want you. Then you are just falling into the Padge trap.
I don't think you're ready, buddy.
I think I am more than ready.
I don't. How long did you last in the celebrity tournament?
Oh, my God. What was the question?
How long did you last in the celebrity tournament when you played? How long? How many hands did you make it? Deb, how long did you make it?
Longer than Jack.
Yeah.
Really?
That was in a while.
Really?
Well, that's just because Jack got out early so he could take pictures, but I'm still proud of the fact that I lasted longer than he did.
Did you last longer than Ross?
2 to 3 hands at least.
I don't remember. I think I was drinking that night as well, which is probably right where you want me.
I don't know, but I got to tell you straight up, I just don't know if I'm comfortable with it quite yet. I think you need to get some practice, go over to Orange City, find a little card game and create your own little card game. Play a little bit with your own card game and then move up. I mean, it took us a while to start playing at these stakes.
Jim, I'm showing up with a pair of Oakleys, and I'm going to be there for poker night.
You're not going to make it through the guard gate.
You have a guard gate?
Yeah, 2 of them actually. One for the neighborhood and then one for my property.
Well, you don't have, like, sentry guns. I can jump it.
We've got a sniper.
You what?
Yeah, it's a deer.
Talk about being under the gun. No. Oh, another poker reference. What's up?
It.
I don't know if that's honestly a poker
Listen, when you
reference.
get some practice, you can come over and play, but not now.
Okay,
you're not ready now, buddy. It'd be like one of my kids asking to play.
But he knows so many words, Jimmy.
Yeah, lots of words.
I know all the words that I'm definitely not looking on a Google Chrome page.
Do you want to just give $300, $400 or $500 away?
Because I'll take it.
Because I'm telling you, that's what you're doing. If you came to my card game, you would have no chance of winning even $1.
Well, just know this.
Not even one chance. You would be immediately eradicated.
Speaking of chance, the only way that you have a chance of beating me is that whenever I have a good hand, I have a telltale sign.
You start crying?
I shake.
You shake, yeah. Yeah.
I that's the one thing I learned about being in Tampa gambling. I shake.
Yeah.
Just terribly. I just shake a lot.
Let me just set you up for your first experience at the card game. You ready?
Yeah.
This is how it's going to sound for you. Check. All in. Check.
Oh, no.
Check. All in. That's what everybody's going to do to you every single time when they're in the hand with you.
What I'm going to be doing is going, what's the big blind? What's the small blind?
Does your fiance know that you want to buy into this game and play this game with a wedding coming up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not. Absolutely not.
That's my answer to it.
No chance. So I'll take that as a yes. You're invited. I'll see you soon. I'll bring some good food like, some tapioca.
Yeah, we know, buddy. You're so good at that.
Maybe some smoked salmon.
Yeah,
That's good
you're
at a poker
really
game.
good at remembering stuff like that.
Those are your Ross thoughts. Full house, baby.
He's got a sniper.
Oh, man. You're going down.
One shot to the dome, buddy. That's all it's going to take.
I'm out. Peace.
All right, 407-916-1041. Back with more of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mikey, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center. Car crash? Call Clausman Law.
Still a slow ride heading west on I-4 between World Drive and Osceola Polk Line Road, and also between Princeton Street and Colonial Drive. Delays eastbound too between Conroy Road and OBT, as well as between Princeton Street and Lee Road. A broken water main is causing delays on Pine Hills Road north and southbound right near Indian Hill Road. Avoid this area. The turnpike's still in good shape. See traffic problems? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Connect has innovative tools for small businesses. This week, get up to 40% off select chairs. Chairs that roll, swivel, tilt, and turn. Offer ends 8/28 while supplies last. Prices may vary online. See more at staplesconnect.com/furniture. Staples Connect, the working and learning store.
And if you're thinking about a new security system, maybe upgrading your existing system, I strongly recommend SafeTouch Security Systems. Only SafeTouch has the two-way communicator. You always have a live operator 24/7 and the fastest emergency response possible. Crooks obviously know to stay away from SafeTouch systems. The reason why, they never let you down, and they're the fastest out there. 11 seconds is the average time. So in 11 seconds from your alarm sounding, the command center has already contacted you to verify that you need help. That means the emergency vehicle you need is moving your way. How's that? 11 seconds. Nobody can touch that. That's why these guys are the absolute best. This is why I've had them for 10 years, because they never, ever let you down. That verified response from the two-way communicator is a game changer. Do not jeopardize your home and family. Get with SafeTouch, the fastest, safest alarm in the business, and that advanced package starts at only $1.50 a day, and all that backed up by a lifetime parts and labor warranty with a guaranteed response and 24/7 customer service. Do what thousands have already done. Choose SafeTouch. By the way, the system start is only $0 down and $29.95 a month. You don't even have to have a phone line. Hop on board now. SafeTouch.com or call 888-723-8682. Again, that's SafeTouch.com. State license ZF233.
One of the biggest issues for men over the age of 45 is erectile dysfunction. Newly introduced European technology is now available and has proven to be over 85% successful in treating ED. Here's Dr. Brown with Peak Performance for Men and local top doctor for ED.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow, which is critical in achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to rid those blood vessels of the plaque and scar tissue buildup and stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no downtime, no medications, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today at 407-464-8181. That's 407-464-8181. Don't wait. Get the intimacy you deserve, naturally. Call Peak Performance for Men today at 407-464-8181.
When it comes to power, trust the source. SolarSource.com.
There's more to Isaac Newton than apples and gravity. On the podcast Newton's Law, you'll hear a different side of the father of physics, who later became England's most ruthless lawman.
So who was this ruthless detective? This hard-bitten crook catcher, totally unmoved by the pleas of a desperate man? It was Isaac Newton. Yes, that Isaac Newton.
Listen to Newton's Law on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
When I lost my Chase debit card, I was like... But I locked my card on my Chase mobile app, and that feels like... That's what security feels like. Card locked.
Check and lock down your money with security from Chase. Control feels good. Learn more at chase.com/banking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Enroll in Chase online or on the Chase mobile app. Messaging and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC.
Donating plasma is an important thing to do.
But why?
Well, because it helps make life-changing medicines that treat people with rare diseases.
But why?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
But why?
You sound like grandma.
But why?
You tell me, buddy. BioLife Plasma Services needs life-saving plasma, which is why new donors could earn up to $1,100 in the first month. So go ahead and take a break from all the questions and change some lives while you're at it. BioLife. There's purpose in your plasma. Visit biolifeplasma.com to learn more.
Duke Energy is ready to help you through this year's hurricane season. We're investing in a stronger, more resilient grid to help reduce and even prevent outages. And when storms strike, Duke Energy will be there to get the power back on as safely and quickly as possible, while keeping you informed. It's all part of building a smarter energy future. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
No one knows you like you. That's why iHeart is giving you your very own station, My Favorites Radio, where the only songs that play are the ones you've thumbed up, plus the biggest songs from the stations you listen to most. The more you hit thumbs up, the more personal My Favorites Radio gets. Trust us, the thumb spring will be worth it. You can even show off your amazing musical taste and share your station with friends. My Favorites Radio, only on iHeart. #1 for music, radio, and podcasts, all in one app.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is, you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell can help guide you through all aspects of divorce. Let us be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Orlando area attorneys. Office in Orlando. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. CordellCordell.com.
Any legal issue, Kramer Law, onefirmforlife.com. Offices Altamont Springs.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitter.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Ross, I got good news for you, buddy.
What's up?
4 or 5 of my best players in the card game say you're more than welcome to come over.
That's what I'm talking about. Can't wait to hang out with Buddy Dyer.
Actually, one of my guys just texted and said, cha-ching.
That's fine.
You're dead money, buddy. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show here on Real Radio. I'm Jim. Deb is right there.
Hello.
Jack is back.
Good evening.
And, of course, Ross is here as well.
Dead money's a good thing.
All right, 407-916-1041. You got it all wrong, buddy. It's not. Dead money is not. If you're dead money, it's bad. If you look around the table, it's the old saying, you look around the table and you can't figure out who the fish is, it's you. You live in an aquarium for poker, buddy. It's just there is a certain skill set that you need to play well because you can't rely on luck to win because poker is unlike a lot of other games. There is a percentage of it that's luck, but good players know how to isolate certain percentages to increase the ability for them to win. And that would be happening to you a lot.
I can isolate real well.
Yeah. All right, 407-916-1041. Not buying it.
Isolation, no breathing.
Did you get that email about that thing I asked you to put up on the blog today?
I did.
Did you do it?
I did.
Ooh. You did, really?
I did.
Well, let's talk about it real quick because I want you guys to see this. It's funny because we see this all the time, Deb. You're a gigantic animal lover, and the thing about you is this: you like all forms of life. I mean, from insects, snakes, turtles, whatever. Pretty much all forms of life are cool with you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, within reason, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got mad the other day when I talked about killing a rat.
Oh, that's actually all right.
Okay, so if you hop over to our blog, JimColbertLive.com, there is a specific thing I want you to look at. And the reason why is because agriculture officials are saying if you see this bug, kill it fast.
Well,
kill it. It is not good. It's an invasive species that is detrimental to our environment.
Specifically in New York.
In New York, right. Now, in Pennsylvania, New York, in that area, though, but I see agriculture trees. The Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture has said that these flies, it's called a lantern fly. I've never even heard of a lantern fly. Have you?
Yeah, no.
They're known to cause some serious damage to trees, oozing sap, wilting, and leaf curling and stuff like that. So they say if you see that thing, you want to smash it. I didn't know it was just for the guys up there in that area. Do they not come down here?
I've never heard of them, but I just see that the thing that it is, see it, squish it, alert issued for pesky spotted lanternfly from New York Restoration Project.
That's weird. I wonder if I know that a lot of those things don't travel around, like, they just environment wise, they either don't handle the cold well or don't handle the hot well, or they have a natural predator.
But you know what? With so much landscaping stuff and other, stuff being shipped between states, you never know.
Yeah.
One could easily land here in Florida, and if it doesn't like the cold, it's going to love this state.
It's kind of groovy looking.
It's a beautiful insect.
It is. What's so terrible about it, though? It's so freaking bad for everything. Because it's a cool ass looking bug.
It is, yeah.
It's called a lanternfly. Never heard of one ever in my life. That's why I was like, man, if you see this insect, kill it. Because we dealt with that with apple snails and certain like Cuban tree frog and a number of other things.
Well, now actually that you bring that up, the puss caterpillar is back, and a lot of people, you can just brush up against it. Little kids will go, look, it's a fuzzy caterpillar, and they go to put a finger on it, and the next thing you know, they've got the poisonous hairs.
Do you remember there was one on my foot driving into work one day, and it was on my ankle? Remember I was telling you guys that story?
Yeah.
My wife is out in our duck den the other day.
Duck den.
In the duck den the other day, right? We're by the way, the duck den's about to have its own TikTok channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna mount a camera out there
nice.
so you can check them out all the time, because we got some pretty cool ducks. Anyway.
You have grown affectionate towards these birds.
So she's in there in the duck den doing her thing, and she saw what she thought was a piece of cotton just flutter down out of the sky and land on her arm. And she said the minute it hit me, it felt like somebody had heated up the end of a pin and stuck it on my arm. It immediately burned.
Yep.
Like there was no pause. There was no land, 1, 2, 3, burn. It was land burn.
Yep.
Same exact time.
What was it?
It's one of those puss caterpillars.
Yeah, puss caterpillars.
Jack.
They turn into beautiful moths, but in the meantime, their protection.
The big ones are the size of your pinky.
I've never seen one, actually.
Oh, they are. The big ones. The one that got me is about the size of your pinky. Deborah, the one that got Tori, is the size like of a half of an M&M. If that big.
Wow.
It didn't even look like it had a body. It just looked like a floating ball of cotton, and it instantly hit her and tore her up. Oh, man. It leaves a mark.
Yeah, they do.
She burned the complete hell out of herself the other day. Have you ever burnt yourself with microwave stuff?
Not.
We do the HelloFresh thing, and sometimes they ask you to heat up butter in the microwave. And my wife put a pat of butter and some honey. We have that hot honey, so you can make a little quick sauce by hot honey, smoked paprika, chili flakes, a little bit of butter, warm it up, and then stir it up. It makes a cool little drizzle for proteins because you get that sweet, salty, savory kind of balance there. Well, she had it in a super small dish with 2 tablespoons of honey and a pat of butter on for like 20, 30 seconds. And when she took it out too fast, and it napalmed her arm. And I mean, there is a swollen, it looks like a pillow blister on her arm. It wasn't on there 10 seconds.
That sticky heat.
It was like just, it was like napalm. Oh man, burns are the worst.
Yeah.
I got a steam burn the other day, steaming a shirt.
She got the pregnant juice thing?
I don't know what you mean by the pregnant juice.
Blister.
Yeah, like it's got fluids.
Yeah, but what do you call that pregnant juice for?
Just because there's like
amniotic fluid type thing. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like a lump. It's got like
a blister.
Yeah, it's basically
fluid.
Yeah, I think what it is so the blister gets fluid in there. And correct me if I'm wrong, because my wife, it popped, and she tried her best to keep it from popping, because that's what they tell you to do is just keep aloe on it and try to keep it from popping, because if it pops, it hurts. And we tried to figure out why it would hurt. And my whole idea with this thing is if you have a blister that pops, the fluid that's in there is actually keeping that skin from touching the actual burn itself.
Which is why you also don't want to peel that skin off. You just want to leave it.
And it'll mark. I mean, the thing with burns too is they mark you.
Yeah.
So, and it's in a weird place.
Well, I had a burn that shocked the nuns at school because I had tipped over a freshly from the oven pot pie.
Oh man!
When my brother and I were messing around as kids, and it tipped over on my hand, and Mom was on the phone or whatever, runs some cold water on it, and it blistered up. And you know what you don't put on a burn?
Butter.
Baking soda.
Oh, really?
Because they put wet baking soda, which at first felt great because it drew out the heat from the burn.
Yeah, but
guess what happens when baking soda dries?
I don't know. Oh, it turns into a cake there, and
turns back into powder, so then it will settle into all the cracks and crevices in between the blisters of the burn, and which will make you want to itch, and a burn will make you want to itch anyway. And that just made it worse.
Those old wives' tales about burns, like they were like, "Oh, put butter on it." I'm like, "Well, butter. I think that's the worst thing you're supposed to put on it, isn't it? Like butter is supposed to be." I've heard milk, I've heard mayonnaise, I've heard everything like that. But the best thing it's aloe, right? I mean, you have an aloe plant. You actually strip the membrane of the aloe. You don't just squeeze it. You pull it apart, and there's a membrane in there that actually acts like a medical device because it's got a structure in there, like rebar,
like a cellulose,
a cellulose in there, and it stays put. Then you just kind of wrap it around there. And she was doing very well with it. And then in the middle of the night, you just you hit your arm the wrong way, and it doesn't take much. And she said, "Man, right after that, it started burning like fire, like really, really bad."
I don't think I've ever gotten burned before.
You haven't?
I don't.
Let me tell you, buddy, you get a steam burn, your whole life will change for a little while.
Or like the fun of flat ironing your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Because you go to grab that hair, and it's like, wait, that's not my hair. That's my fingers.
Explain that to Jimmy.
My daughters and my wife, when they were curling their hair, for the longest time, I'm like, are you guys should we get a therapist? Are you abusing yourself? She goes, Dad, I'm just burning myself like every day curling my hair.
Your ears, your neck.
Everything.
My face, my fingers.
You guys got it so bad.
I have burned every part of that.
I mean, they don't technically have to.
Yeah, sure.
I want to do a bet with you.
You can live your life without straightening or curling your hair.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I mean,
I think it looks good, but I'm not saying that I've never,
I think Jim was referring to all the other things that women have to go through that men do not, just to be,
You shower jeans, t-shirt out the door is impossible for any woman. That's impossible.
See, that's the thing. I disagree with that to a certain extent.
Yeah, but I mean, do you think that a woman comes in dressed like your dress is going to be respected the same as they would if they dress like Deb dresses every day, where she comes in looking nice?
Sure, that's a whole different thing on a reflection of society. But I'm just saying that they could possibly. I have friends. I have a very good friend who's very t-shirt, jeans, and has a very successful job.
Right. But what I'm
she
saying,
works at home,
right?
But,
Yeah.
There's the difference.
Because even
Ross.
here, I mean, you these morning show guys. I mean, you come in here in sweat shorts and a t-shirt because it's 4:00 in the morning. The last thing you want to do is throw on pants and a shirt and get dressed up to come into work when nobody's really going to see you anyway. But I mean, again, on the other side of the building, some of those girls that work in those morning shows, they get dressed up to come in every day. They can't do that. They can't jeans and t-shirt, no makeup, it into work. It doesn't work like that. And be on these cameras all day long? No, not one of them will do it. Are you out of your mind? You see how neurotic Deborah is about it?
Yeah, and it kind of, bums me out a little bit.
It doesn't, I mean, but the thing is, it would only bum you out because she's a beautiful girl with an incredible smile, but she doesn't want to do that because she's just uncomfortable doing it.
I mean, I think she just laughed at that compliment. That's what bums me out.
She takes them as bad as I do. She doesn't like compliments either.
You have beautiful, beautiful eyes.
Oh, Jim, did you hear what he just said?
Both of you.
The worst.
And I think you should get LASIK or something because, it would really show off your money makers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now he's calling them your money makers.
I mean, are you ever going to stop with this?
Seriously hardcore flirting, dude.
Are you ever going to stop with this?
Making you uncomfortable?
No card game.
No chance.
No card game.
Oh.
Take it back, Jim.
You can't take that back.
Yeah, no. I mean, you can't. I never said that you could come. I mean, I never said that, buddy. You can't. I've told you 100 times you got to practice for it. You can't just walk over because you know me.
Listen, I know a 2-7 off suit is bad. What else do I need to know?
Jack.
Jim, he knows.
Jack.
He knows the game, Jim.
Jack.
I got Jack on my side.
2-7 off, he knows that's bad.
I know Jack well enough. Jack would immediately, if I said yes, the day of the game, Jack would text me and say, just make sure I'm on his left.
Oh, that's why Jack wants you to be there, Ross.
Yeah.
I think Jack is quite fond of me.
I do. I enjoy Ross's company. Ross is the closest thing I have to a friend.
Yeah.
And I would be great for him to play.
And he can be on my left. He can be on my right.
If the game,
I'll make left.
If the game started at 8, you'd be done by 9:30.
That sounds like a good deal. Most
right?
movies are 90 minutes.
Do they cost you $500?
I mean, I'm not making a movie.
Yeah. Right. This one's going to cost you a little bit, buddy. It's an expensive lesson.
But
we have good players come in there and get felted a bunch.
Yeah, I'll get felted all over.
You don't want to get felted. It's bad. Felted is bad. See, felted means all your chips are gone. You have nothing but felt in front of you.
That makes a lot of sense now that you spoon feed it.
It does. It makes sense, and then it's bad.
So if good players are getting felted, then it sounds like a bad player, which is still not me.
No.
But hypothetically, if you were correct about me being a bad poker player, I wouldn't mind. I would not be embarrassed being felted.
I mean, we had a guy. Allegedly, dude walked out at almost 1,500 last time.
Yeah,
allegedly. Of course.
I didn't know you could predict the future about me.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about future me.
Yeah, you fish.
I'm not a fish. You're a fish.
What Isn't that what prisoners call new meat? Or fish?
Is it fish?
I believe it's fish.
I'm not a fish.
No?
I am a strong-willed, independent man.
I'm more of this prison thing now. You're right. There's a name for that.
I think it is fish.
Is
fresh
it fish?
or fresh?
Is it bitch or fish?
I think it's fish.
I don't know, but the movie Half-Baked really confused me when it came to that term.
I love that movie.
$500 for 90 minutes is cheaper than a good quality prostitute. Probably twice as fun, too.
Well, that makes sense because I'm going to do all of you.
Whoa.
In a game of poker. That's how I talk, poop.
Fresh fish is a prison slang for new first-time inmates.
Wow, fresh fish.
Fresh fish,
Fresh
Ross.
fish.
By the
Gut me
way,
up.
for anybody wondering, texting services weighing in, I was wondering about butter for burns. It turns out it's probably the worst thing because apparently butter retains heat.
That's what I thought.
And so it is definitely not the ideal thing to put on a burn. I've heard a lot of crafters and chefs say mustard.
Mustard. See, I've never heard the mustard
Especially
thing.
with hot glue. You take that hot glue off and put mustard on there. It's supposed to help immediately.
Never heard that. I just heard, the minute it hits, you want to get as much cold on there as possible. Cold water, ice pack, whatever. Just get it to stop burning, to stop cooking.
You know what's really good, though, with the butter? Fresh fish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Deb, let's open your box. We let Larry sneak out of here. You got a gift today. Let's open it up. What'd you get there?
From felt to opening up a box.
I was
going
to say, I don't like going from fresh fish to Deb. Let's open up your box. Okay?
You want to open it up?
No, I think I want to wait for tomorrow when Larry is here and he can open it.
Oh, God, okay. We have a busy day tomorrow. You sure we're going to have time for that?
Larry's going to tear his elbow ligaments if we keep telling him to open up boxes.
We have Brendan. We have Glenn. We have What'd You Do That's New now. We are reviewing the movie Palm Springs that Ross suggested.
Not opening my gift box after you just talked about fresh fish. I'm just not going to do it.
Jack has yet to see it. He's going to see it tonight. We're going to do it. And I have a suggestion for tomorrow.
Do you?
I do. I'm dying to know what that is.
Right.
It's overnight. Probably, he overnighted it.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I have a feeling.
You had a knife on you?
Oh, boy.
Right there in your bra?
I told you to watch out for her.
You definitely cannot come to the game.
I have a knife.
Where do you keep it?
In my car.
Your bra?
I keep it in my car.
You don't have a knife, Ross.
I do have a knife.
You don't have a knife, Ross.
It's a little Leatherman.
Do you hear the annoyance in my voice?
It's a Leatherman.
He said it's a Leatherman.
A Leatherman is a pair of pliers.
It's got a knife.
You can't. It's not a normal knife. Don't give me a break. Don't tell me you're going to stab me and then maybe do some wire cutting.
Yeah, you can do that with a Leatherman. You can do a lot of things with a Leatherman.
I've got 2 of them. I know.
I can open up a bottle of wine while stabbing somebody.
You cannot.
So millennial.
Get in there. Hurry. We're late.
That's not even millennial.
What do you got there? RK sent her something nice today. We think.
Yeah.
My God, he wrapped it up like it's the Maltese Falcon.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a reference for you from the 40s.
It's a key here.
That's going to keep us relevant for a while.
Ow.
Good God, Deborah.
What? I'm using my house key.
Well, you mean to do it? I told you I would.
Ow.
God, I hope you struggled just as much.
Damn.
Oh, he just ripped it
That's
open.
so mean.
Like a man.
Oh, wow. Check
What is that?
it out.
What is it? What is it? Looks like
It's
a bunch of
whole
IKEA
bunch
stuff.
of miniatures.
Wow.
That he 3D printed.
Wow, that's cool.
Really?
Wow, yeah.
So Deb likes to make miniature
Cabinets.
stuff. If you follow Deb on Facebook, she actually made a really cool thing in a bird cage last week.
It's a barbecue.
It's a barbecue in a bird cage.
Yeah. It's on Instagram, my Facebook.
How many bird cages do you have, woman?
I don't know. I've had this thing with bird cages. I've made a miniature bathroom now using dollhouse furniture that I had as a kid.
Which is super cool, by the way. All these little miniature things you do are pretty badass.
Very neat.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm starting a new project now. Well, thank you, RK.
So I got to tell you, I follow a couple of TikTok accounts that are kind of cool. I think you would like it. This guy rebuilds watches. And they do it so fast. And I mean, watches that have been caked up with mud for years.
Really?
And they slowly take it all apart with those little. There's something very AMSR about that that is crazy.
And they get them to work again?
Oh, my God. It's nuts.
Especially those beautiful antique watches.
All right,
Thank you, RK.
It's very nice of you, RK. 407-916-1041. Load them up for last call, guys. We'll do that next and get the hell out of Dodge.
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call. 407-916-1041. Brought to you by Heineken.
This Real Radio 1041 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And you may have noticed the skies today looking hazy. That's thanks to that Saharan dust blowing over 5,000 miles across the Atlantic, making for kind of a cloudy look out there, but should make for a nice sunset. The low tonight 76, rain chance isolated at best. Tomorrow, though, rain likely. We've got a tropical wave coming in from the east. That spells a 60% chance for rain even in the morning. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak. Amtrak. Whether you're craving a breath of fresh mountain air, an exciting new adventure, or just some free babysitting from Grandma, Amtrak can get you there. With more than 500 destinations across the country. Everything you're missing, just an Amtrak away.
Man, let me tell you something. If you don't have a standby generator in your house here in Central Florida, that could be a real problem. And people do have those regular generators, but that only runs a couple of things. Standby generator from our friends over at Complete Power Resources is CPR for your home or business when the power goes out. And I'm telling you, man, there's nothing in the world like this. And they have the best brands out there. Briggs & Stratton, Generac, Kohler, Cummins. And the best thing, they're installed by professional, licensed, insured, bonded, background checked, and even COVID-19 tested. They're knowledgeable electricians are employees, not subcontractors. They're actual employees of Complete Power Resources there to get your generator set up so that you never have to worry about a storm coming through and ruining your day or your week. Complete Power Resources, like we said, is CPR for your business or your home for that standby generator. And they're financially sound, which means they have an extensive inventory of generators ready to go when you are. plus their techs are ready to go and have that knowledge to get you set up safely every single time. Complete Power Resources, like I said, CPR for your business and or your home. Contact them today for a free consultation. It's CompletePowerResources.com.
Unbelievable.
No sugar and 60 calories.
Naturally. New Chobani with zero sugar. Impossibly delicious. Made possible by Chobani, not a low-calorie food.
Business is built on connections. And with Square, you can connect every side of your business with tools that all work together. From your customers and your sales to your staff and your schedules, everything is in sync. So you can get a head start on shaping what's to come. See how Square can help connect every side of your business by visiting square.com/go/connect. That's square.com/go/connect.
When you upgrade the windows in your home from FAS Windows and Doors, there's a number of benefits. One is you are improving the security of your home. You can extend the life of your AC, cut down dramatically on outside noise, and also add instant curb appeal. All those things happened when I upgraded my windows with FAS Windows and Doors. From the single pane aluminum frame windows that were, came with my house in the 70s to these new double pane, low E vinyl sided windows. They are fantastic. FAS Windows and Doors, A+ company on the BBB. They are great people. They can safely take care of you following CDC guidelines, wearing face coverings, and can totally get your house in tip-top shape. Check them out online at faswd.com.
There are 16 spots in the playoffs and just one track left. Well, not just any track. Daytona, a last chance to keep playoff hopes alive. It's time to bring your friends and family to watch the drama unfold up close and in person. NASCAR comes to Daytona International Speedway August 27th and 28th. Tickets start at just $49. Get yours at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
When you want roofing made simple with next day installation, a lifetime warranty, no money down, in-house, no hassle financing, and easy monthly payments, then look no further than Parliament Roofing, the experts you can trust. And right now at Parliament Roofing, we're giving our first 10 callers $500 off their roof. Call now to claim $500 off your roof. Simply dial pound 250 from a mobile phone and say the keyword Roof Me Now. That's pound 250 with keyword Roof Me Now. Parliament Roofing. Nobody puts a quality roof on for less. Nobody. CCC 1329729.
Washington has its eyes on your health care. Senator Bernie Sanders' $3.5 trillion so-called infrastructure bill is really a government takeover of your health care with a price tag higher than Obamacare. The Sanders plan means higher prices, longer wait times, fewer new medicines, higher taxes. Senator Sanders' health care heist is wrong for America. Call 202-925-8068 and tell Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy to reject Senator Bernie Sanders' phony infrastructure bill. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who believe only quitters end a game and a tie, the type of guys who choose the bar with the biggest TVs to overcompensate for theirs at home. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Tune in this and every Saturday morning from 8 to 9 for the Car Advice Hour, brought to you by Universal Tire and Auto in Longwood. Mike and his crew are here to inform you and entertain you on Real Radio 104.1. The Car Advice Hour, Saturdays at 8.
You can feel it in the air. It's starting to feel like fall at Dunkin'. And new fall feelings call for new fall flavors, like our new apple cranberry Dunkin' refreshers that are delicious and refreshing to the core. Honeycrisp apple and cranberry flavors made with green tea or coconut milk. And if you want even more fall flavor, pair them with a classic sweet and crisp apple cider donut. Fall into flavorful with the new apple cranberry Dunkin' refreshers or a sweet fall treat like our apple cider donut. America runs on Dunkin'. Apple cranberry flavor drink, 0% fruit juice. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Exclusions apply.
Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Get closer to the magic than ever before. Play along with the Toy Story gang. Explore the colorful world of Coco. Sail away with Moana. Soar to new heights with Belle. And journey to Arendelle to thaw a frozen heart. It's an all-out celebration at Disney on Ice presents Mickey's Search Party. Coming to Amway Center September 3rd through 5th. On sale now. Visit DisneyOnIce.com for show details and get your tickets today.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by
RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
People are coming out of their homes again. Most probably just to get more content for social media. Same here. Find Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. The Jim Colbert Show returns now.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. Hey, a big congratulations to one of our close friends in the building that you never really hear about. A lot of people behind the scenes here help us get these shows on the air every day and keep them on the air. Our buddy Frank Lover.
Yay!
Who is one of the most respected and loved dudes in this entire building, and he has been for many, many years. Just one employee of the quarter.
Hey, Frankie!
And it's kind of funny because, I mean, everybody, it's like it's a skeleton crew here at the station. It's been this way forever. We just go through this gigantic renovation of the building, and I don't know that there have been more than 10 people in this building or on this floor at any one time for the last 18 months.
And yet every computer issue, every engineering issue for the station, hell, even down to air conditioning issues that we've had with the AC, it's been Frank at the helm.
Yeah, one guy basically back there handling a lot of the physical engineering that goes on keeping these stations on the air. So congrats, Frankie. You my vote every single quarter. I mean, every quarter. All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. Last call is loaded up. We'll get to you guys in just 1 second. I know you got some entertaining to do coming up, buddy.
I do. I'm actually going to be at the Orlando Improv on the 5th of September.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. Going to be a blast.
Not this weekend, next weekend.
Yes, sir.
That's a Sunday night?
It is a Sunday night.
Very good. So you're headlining there? Who's with you?
Not headlining. It's kind of like a trio. I'm with Jari Wright and Will Mills. I'll be honest with you. I am the token white guy.
All right, gotcha.
And I really love some urban crowds.
I know you like doing that.
I really enjoy doing rooms where I'm the only white guy. I have a lot of fun.
Good, man. Well, that's
Dare
September 5th.
I say too much fun. I haven't touched a hot stove yet, but I remember one time I did a show, only white dude in the building, and someone went, "Man, you did well, and the reason why you did well is because you didn't give an F." And I was like, all right, I just got to keep that in the back of my mind.
Yeah. Look, man, I mean, I know you do well a lot of stages. I mean, your TikTok account is really fun to watch right now. So, I mean, I know that people can follow you there.
TikTok star.
RAUCE, that's Ross Like Sauce Paget. Find him there. Find him online. Find
Instagram,
him on Facebook.
all of it. I'm on the quest of 10,000 followers by the end of this year on Instagram. It's a goal.
TikTok is like really your domain, your main domain.
Yeah, that's what you're really showcasing.
Unfortunately, that is true.
And then, Deb, I know that your Instagram account, we were talking about your miniatures and your little dioramas there that are very, very cool. Where can people see those as well?
Oh, Deborah Roberts 708's right there on our stream, the address right there.
Deborah Roberts 708 on Instagram and Facebook?
On Instagram, yep. And then Deb Roberts at JCS on Twitter.
Very good, Jack.
A couple of blogs posted today, JimColbertShow.com. If you go there, we have the video that Ross posted, but also my pizza excursion in New York and New Jersey, and also some pictures from my trip. It's all up there with captions for you at JimColbertShow.com.
Jim Colbert Live.
Man, it didn't sound right when you said it.
I know. It's like, wait
there's something wrong here.
Second, what is it?
Yeah, JimColbertLive.com.
JimColbertLive.com.
Who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank the always incredible Savannah Bone and Marshall, the Kookaburra from Gatorland, as our Animal House guest today. Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, and Code Black IT for supplying our summer of stuff.
And by the way, if you didn't get a chance to check out the Laughing Kookaburra that Savannah had for Animal House, go check out the podcast. We'll have it up a little bit later today, and it's worth watching because the bird's cool. It really, really super cool. Like of all the birds I would own, I would have one of those things. I almost said that for you.
I know that was
great.
cool, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That was way to save it, dude.
You really like that Kookaburra.
Total pro. Let's get an Instagram winner here in a second, and then we'll go ahead and get the last call now. You guys ready?
All right.
Yeah. Seth, last call.
Last call. I want to give Russ poker lessons to beat Jimmy. I'm offering him free poker lessons.
You can't beat me. How are you going to teach him to beat me?
Oh.
Yeah. Do you know who I am?
I don't care who you are. I'll table your ass.
I played with you at Daytona before.
Yeah, I bet you have.
All right, how do I get in touch with Ross to
I don't know. I'm still busy watching the TV that I bought with your money.
Oh,
I better say right
I
there.
think that's called a burn.
Tom, last call, Tom.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm not sure if you heard this when you were gone, but the beautiful Deborah exposed the contents of her purse, handbag, whatever you want to call it.
Suitcase.
I'm telling you right now, she's like the Lady MacGyver.
Oh, I know. Listen, when she piles out of here every day, it's a workout. Deb brings a small travel bag, a purse that you can fit a baby in, and then some kind of shawl. I don't even know what's in there. I mean,
It's quite shocking.
You bring in a lot of stuff to sit here and talk. I mean, you unpack.
And you know what's amazing?
You unpack a homeless level
Do you
person.
know what? A lot of it is Jimmy throwing his bag of M&Ms at me and saying, "Here, take these home. Put them in the fridge for tomorrow."
James, last call.
Oh, yeah, raw nips and PB&J sandwiches. Now, that's a good time.
Yeah. Stay right there, James. That's actually good. Did you hear the news, Jack?
No.
PB&J got voted as one of the most healthy sandwiches you can eat.
33 minutes it adds to your life.
It adds to your life.
Every PB&J adds 33 minutes to your life,
We'll
according
move
to a
on
new
now.
study.
Nice.
Mark, and last call.
Hey, I mean, tonight's show was great. The GGA count hit double digits from Jim. That was 11. That was 11. Good God Almighty.
Stay there, Mark, and don't go anywhere. By the people dropping off, they don't understand the nature of the game. David, last call. Take us home.
Hey, Jimmy. So I got a dad joke for you.
Hurry.
Why do mosquitoes not bite clowns?
I don't know.
Because they taste funny.
Okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Oh, that was a dad joke.
Mark, and you are the winner for sure. You just stay
Yay.
right there. Ross will get all your information. Speaking of that, who is our Instagram winner today?
Guys, that would be Shroomy Rob.
Shroomy Rob. It
I
sounds
wonder
like-
how he got that name.
It sounds like you personally selected him there, huh?
No, just
All right,
completely
there's
random.
Shroomy Rob, you're the guy. Mark, and you're a winner as well. Guys, let's get the hell out of here. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters in the Morning. After us, Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have a wonderful evening.
Goodbye.